Good evening, everyone. How are y'all doing? I see y'all are taking bets on how late I'll be. Why are the kids' sticks so small? I don't know. Even a blind squirrel finds a nut. I'm gonna put the link. I know you, Dorinda. Oh wait. First, I'm doing things a little different, y'all, and I hope that nobody gets upset. But just because of a few things that have been going on, and um, if any of y'all saw the community page, I guess you can see it's been an emotional day for a few people, and Mike's up there with Shane. What a true friend, right? So I want to read y'all a scripture. Doesn't have anything to do with that, but um, it just kind of fits some of the things that are going on. Let's see. It's Ephesians 5:11. Have no fellowship with the fruitless deeds of darkness, but rather expose them. Have nothing to do with the fruitless deeds of darkness, but rather expose them. Why is it saying that twice? Take no part in the worthless deeds of evil and darkness, instead expose them. I don't know why I keep saying that over and over. So my goal is to keep darkness out of this channel. I've talked to a lot of my mods. They know what to do. It's good to see all of y'all here. There's Blue Moon, Rocksteady, Liz, Dorinda, Benjamin. The link. Hey, Anna Marie. Good to see y'all. I miss y'all if I don't see you. And okay, my avatar. So last night it was the lioness, but all the men swore it was a cougar, and I'm not no cougar. So it changed it again. There's no doubt this is a lion. This lion's ready to roar.
You forgot me, but I don't count.
Chuck, I did not see you in chat. How are you?
I'm always here though. So how's it going?
I hope you are. If you're
I'm
not,
here.
we're going to miss you.
I'm here, but not all there, huh?
I don't think any of us are all there, but not in a bad way.
Yep. Hey, DF. Do you have any words or come up with anything of what you're talking about?
Danny, I'm sorry.
Did you come to any conclusions of what you were pondering?
Yes. Hey, Blackwatch. Red. Just saw Red disappear up there. There she is. Liz says she's not all here ever. Whoops, Dorinda down there. Yeah, I'm gonna change it where new subs have to wait a certain amount of time. And
Did you see where I was doing that earlier on them?
yes, and I was going to message you to see how you did that, and so I'll do that tomorrow or something later.
Yeah, when
And
you do
then
it, at least you do it for at least 5 minutes. That keeps all the bots out.
oh really?
Yeah, because I don't think the bots can sub. So.
Well, would the mods get bored if there were no bots? I don't know.
Well, do
Um,
you want us
hey,
to kill
Chris.
the bots, or do you want them to just run free?
Hey, Victor. Those little letter bots, I'm not real worried about those
Okay.
because of what they were saying. You would have to, if anybody did that, then they're
They're
kind of
stupid.
weird anyway. And yeah, so if you take that and copy and paste it somewhere to see what it is, it can destroy your equipment. If it's something that you can click on, that can destroy your equipment. So um, Liz and Miss Blue Moon and Red, I know all of them know the really bad ones. I have never seen one on this channel about the children, but with the way some things are happening, we just never know.
Yep.
So, yeah, that's what. Um,
No, I agree. I watched that video. I watched that video that you're talking about. I was there listening, or I was on panel. I don't even know where I was now. Okay, I don't know. But I wondered what you wanted to do on your channel, because I think I'm a mod on your channel, so I want to know what you want me to do. If I can ever be on panel and get back there fast enough, because most of your people get them way before I get there. Because you
Bonnie,
got
yes.
good mods.
Bonnie, you want a quick tutorial?
Okay, quick tutorial.
Go to YouTube, where it shows all the different things, like your homepage, where you can go if you see me, I'm on or whatever.
Okay, hang on. So I got to go to another tab.
Hello to everyone I didn't say hello to already. Victor, Discernment.
Okay, got that.
See in the top left corner, it's got your little icon, and click it in the top right.
Top right. Yep.
Click it, and you look through there, and it'll say your name. And then it says manage your Google account. Then it says your channel.
Your channel or your studio?
Your channel.
Okay, got it.
I got you that far. Let me click. Go to videos. You'll see it up to the left, sort of right under your name.
I'm on
You see,
videos.
all right. You'll see the one you're on live right now.
Yes.
Let's see. No, hold on. Manage videos. I think that was it. Yep. Go to manage videos. Then you'll see the video you're on now. See manage videos up there on the right. It should be lit up in like
It's not
blue or
doing
something.
anything. Oh, it's just taking forever.
Yeah, it's not fast about some things.
So it's on channel content live.
Yep, and you'll see your live, hit live.
Okay.
And one of the things on there will have, looks like half circles coming out from around it. It's like the fourth or fifth icon, third or fourth. See, it looks like an antenna that's got a signal coming out from it. I might have to start a live to see if I can tell you exactly which number.
There's,
Let's see.
is this under content on the left?
Yeah, I know it'll be down where your videos are. Here, I'll tell you exactly where it is in just a second.
Okay, wait. Go to
Online.
videos.
Awesome.
No. I have to go to live to see the one I'm on right now.
Hey, I'm gonna.
This is not a quick tutorial.
Yes, see where it says channel content, it goes videos and live. You see the two right up under channel content.
Yes,
Go to hit live.
I did.
Then go down to where you'll see your video you're on now. It should be the first one on top, and then it'll have a red live by it.
Yes, I have that.
The third thing, first one looks like a pencil, then you got a square with three little different size lines, then the third one's a circle, two sort of parentheses or brackets. The parentheses brackets like thing that says view on live control room.
Whoa. Okay, that took me to a whole other world.
Yeah, it'll take you to another screen. Then you'll see your live. You see it?
No, Wanda, you haven't. They're just trying to
Yes,
fix
now I
something.
see it.
And then off your live in the same little box it's in, you'll see the title, what your title is, and directly right from it, you'll see edit.
Yes.
Click edit,
Okay.
go to customization.
Good grief.
Love it, Victor.
You see it?
Yes.
In
Subscribers only.
customization, you'll have live chat, then participant modes. Click subscribers, and then you can put in whatever amount of time you want for minimum subscribe time before they can talk. You can go 1 minute, 5 minute, 10 minute, 20 minute, or custom.
I'm gonna go come.
So they can't even chat in the chat?
Huh?
They can't even chat in the chat?
For
They
5,
can't
if you do it for 5
say
minutes, you
anything,
can't talk
whatever
for
amount
5
of
minutes.
time you put. Whatever amount of time you put there is how much time before they can chat. So if you wanted to make it, they got to be on come to your channel for a week, or you can have it for 10 hours, 5 hours, 1 minute, 5, 10, 20 minutes, whatever.
So for right now, I'll just do it like that, and then I'll change it later.
I'm not sure what the duration minimum is. I'd click 5 minutes and then hit save.
That's what I did.
And that's it. You need to, I think you need to do that every time you start a live.
Probably. That would make sense.
Which, you know where it's
So,
at now.
Chuck, the next time Bonnie goes live, you're going to have to be the first one up so you can walk her through this again.
Yeah, show her the 75 steps.
I don't know why they...
Yeah, Benjamin, he's just showing Bonnie something, so that's why he's live right now. He's going to cut it off, I'm sure.
Hey, Wanda. Good to see you. Benjamin?
Kim PLS and Rogue Lee over there. Hold on, let me drop a link so they can come over here.
Okay.
See, Chuck, the minute you go live, people notice.
And
Yeah,
there's some way that we could actually link our lives together, but I don't know how to do that.
Gigi
I have
does.
seen. I
it's in
know.
there. The settings, I've seen it, but I don't remember where I've seen it.
Gigi did that one day while someone else was live, and
We
she
were
had a
on.
live going at the same time.
She did it on mine, Dorinda.
Oh, it was
Calm
yours. I wasn't
Yeah, I got a
sure.
picture of a razor up with 4 people in the room.
And yeah, y'all are brave clicking all those buttons. I don't click around on all those buttons because I'm afraid I'll just. Y'all know me clicking on buttons. Hey Kim, I
Click
can
stuff
wipe it
till
all
it makes.
out.
Click it
Hello,
all.
Kim.
Click it all till the smoke comes out. My next step is try to mess with OBS.
Oh, I'm not even gonna try OBS. I
Yeah,
need
it's a
to
mess.
set up a
What is-
Zoom.
What
Yeah, put it
is
back.
OBS?
It's
It's
how you can have the green screen and the mic and all that.
Oh,
It's
okay.
expensive, and I'm
Well,
not able to do it.
Okay, Bonnie. The reason I was asking
Do the
about.
cool stuff.
Sorry, go ahead.
Go ahead.
The reason I was asking about the sticks in your video is because the little kids had these little tiny sticks, and our kids, even the scouts, all have like telescopic things, so they're not as close to the fire. I just wondered if it was an American thing or what.
hey, D-Dog.
Hey, D-Dog.
I don't know.
Oh, OBS is free. Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
And
And you need a
is that
doctorate.
pronounced Michael? Hi, D-Dog.
I'm
Is that
not McKelly-UL. Oh, yeah. You'd have to give us a pronunciation on that, Michael Liebert.
Michael.
I'm thinking it's Michael.
Yeah, I've heard from a lot of people that you need a doctorate to know half of OBS. So much stuff in there. But it's like in between YouTube and your front end, whether it's StreamYard or whatever. And that's where you can throw in, they make the noises, they do weird things with the mic. You can have a pretend camera where I can have a video running instead of my webcam. But you can also use your webcam to broadcast videos. Like if I wanted to show something and didn't want to have to share a file with it, I can put it on over here and she can pop my picture up and show it.
Do y'all know Kim very well?
Yeah, she's been on my channel for a long time.
Yeah, I've seen her on Chuck's channel. Actually, I think in the last couple of days I've seen her on a couple of channels, but I have no idea who the hell they were at this point.
I know her from other places I go. I think D-Dog knows her too. Dorinda knows her. I think I know her from other places I go. I think a few minutes later.
So, Bonnie, how was your day today?
Okay, Kim, you're able to drop a link now. My day was
Would have been better with the winning lottery, but
a little emotional. Did y'all see the picture of Mike and Shane together? Mike went to Oklahoma to be with Shane.
Today?
yeah.
Yes.
Is that today? Oh my God!
Did you see where I told them boys look pretty
Yeah.
sitting together?
Yes, they did. They did look awesome together, but I didn't realize. I thought that was an older video or an older
Shane,
No,
picture. I am
Shane,
no,
so thankful. That is awesome. That
Shane
is
makes
yeah.
Mike look
awesome.
little.
I'm like my body is like in tingling at the moment.
Shane
I know.
looked like he had his elbows on his knees, and Mike was sitting straight up, and Shane's head was still above Mike's.
And I love your avatar, Bonnie. I love it.
Thank you.
I made a comment about your avatar when it first came on, but I wasn't live. And I was like yipping and yahing away, going, yeah. Okay, you know what I'm saying, right? So yes, I had to say it because I already talked to you about it, but you weren't here to talk to you, that kind of thing. Okay, shut up.
Well, the message there is, I think I said it earlier, Texas. We are open arms, invite you in, iced tea, fresh made baked goods, feed you supper, sleep on the couch if you need to.
You know what I found today that was awesome?
But then don't take that Southern hospitality as a weakness, because we can punch someone while we're smiling.
That is awesome, Bonnie. I love it. What the hell is
What
that?
is that? I don't know
They're
what
little
juniors are.
cupcakes, but they're slices of cake that's in there. It's layer cake, and it's coconut.
Chuck, don't be showing me that stuff. Oh
Coconut
my
cake,
God.
coconut iced cake.
Oh wow. We don't have that here. No way in hell do we have that here.
They don't have the Walmart. They don't have tasty cake donuts and all that.
Well, we have Joe
It's the
Louis
brand.
and shit,
It's the
but we don't
brand
have
name.
stuff that looks like we don't have that.
Look to see if you got that brand name by
Cake.
it. Probably
No,
on
we
your-
don't have tasty cake.
I have never heard of that, but I'll.
They're awesome. It's like
Have you,
somebody's grandma made a coconut cake.
Chuck,
But
do y'all have Nemo's?
name's familiar.
That's the brand name of it. NEMOS.
I think so.
Let me
Okay, what's
tell
an
you.
MOS?
NEMOS is the name brand of these pastries.
Oh,
The
okay.
carrot cake. The carrot cake is to die for. Oh my gosh.
Victor, man, Chuck, now I got to
Okay.
get some cake.
I know. I got to quit talking food yet.
And they have a yellow cake that's a layer cake like that with chocolate icing. I haven't tried it yet, but I've seen them, and I was looking at both of them, and Vicky just shaking her head at me. I probably look
Hello,
like
John.
a big giant kid. Hey, John.
Yeah, I get my kid.
Whoa.
My kid will ask me to pick up something, okay, and I'll pick up something, and then 3 days later I'll pick up more somethings, and then payday I'll pick up more somethings. She's like, "Holy crap, Mom! We got 16 freaking boxes. You don't need to buy anymore." Okay.
So, Chuck, are you reading this?
Yeah, I never heard it, but I wouldn't doubt it.
I've never heard of it either. Not anywhere near me.
Oh. I mean, I know you put cow poop on your fields and shit and your gardens and stuff, but I
Well,
really
yeah.
don't think I want people poop on my garden.
I've heard of them doing
And
it.
I'm shipped from New York. Huh.
I mean, I could gather my poop and throw it in the garden, but I'm really not sure that would be really good for the garden, would it? I don't
Just
freaking know.
just mount your toilet seat to a bucket and cut the bottom out, put it in your garden, and go.
Well, yeah, but is people poop good for your garden? Horse shit, cow shit, yes.
Any
People
of
poop?
it's shit.
I don't know.
Same thing. It's fertilizer. I don't know how well
But
your
it's,
neighbors would like it.
oh my goodness, I can't believe we're talking about poop, but you got to let it sit. It has to dry out and, yeah, so you can make it into a powder more like, you don't just chunk it in there because, yeah, okay. Chuck,
Okay,
did you look
You
at
thank
know
that
what
you
you,
for the
video?
clarification, Vaughn.
you drop a loaf down there, you throw some dry dirt over it, you kneel down, you squeeze it together till it's dry, and then spread it out. It's like silly putty.
Thank you, Blackwatch. I really didn't think people poop was good for gardens. That to me does
I
not make
wouldn't think
sense.
so.
Sorry,
I've
folks. I
never
didn't mean to go
tried.
off on a tangent.
Chuck, did you open that video that Kim dropped? Just wondering if you did, because I
Probably
can't
not.
do
I've been
that.
talking
Well,
so stupid that I wasn't paying attention. Somebody dropped something.
Oh, that was
oh,
that
Victor,
girl.
I make the best pineapple upside down cake. It's to die for.
She did it at
My
9:29.
second son. 8:29 our time. Chuck.
Okay, well, it says 9:29 on my computer, so that's what
I
I'm going
dropped it
by.
in private. Can you get it there?
She's
Let me see.
Let me go back to chat here. I'll see if I can pull it up. If I'm close to it.
Oh crap! Are these things I don't want to know? Connect spiritual battles with lives, enemy. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, that's 1 hour.
Okay, y'all can investigate that one on your own.
I'll look at it later.
A little long for me to play, but yeah.
You can do like I did with the trucker thing and just turn it on and sit back, try to keep up.
And I'm sorry I left your video today, Chuck. But I wanted to hear what Trump had to say.
Well, do you have anything good to say?
Deanna.
Well, a couple of things. He said 2024 or sooner. I can't read my own writing. And that was about all I got from the whole hour and a half speech.
Tony and Katie, hello. John, hello.
Hey guys,
John, you did not just say that.
Hello, Deanna.
bend over and run through.
Oh boy.
Give new definition of the run. Say, I'm a rocket ship. Look. That should give a whole new meaning to taking a Elon, huh?
Hey, Tony Lee. Hello. How are you?
Tiana, you have anything to share with us? I know that you've been
Hey, Deanna.
checker showing all day, but
I took the
I have
apostrophe out.
one tab somewhere out of this 50 about the truckers. It's like it's a website that Deanna gave me.
I took the
She
apostrophe out
didn't
of
know she was giving it to me.
I took the apostrophe out of my name because Deanna couldn't find it. I guess that was messing with it.
I'll be back.
So, well, I sure thought I wrote it down. Dang it. Okay. Now I'll have to go through all these tabs and see if I can find it. Oh, don't do that. Almost lost y'all. 31 miles long. Awesome. You know what? Uh, there's several. Um, that's what I'm trying to get to this thing for because uh, in listening to all the lives about the truckers, there's several of them. Because there's one that went through Texas into Oklahoma, and then there's another one that's going. Well, it was supposed to go into Austin. Should have been there about 7 p.m. And and then I think there's two more lines going further up north across that way. So there's several lines of them, and that they're all showing all those people out there and their support. Imagine how many people are actually out
A bunch.
cheering them on, and yeah,
Did you see that group on that
across the
last
United
load I had
States, that
in
like
Oklahoma?
4 rows of do what?
All that load of people right there at that one exit in Oklahoma they showed. One of them, was that many? Was it that?
Yes.
No, not by far, but it was a bunch. Lee, like, you think you're gonna go through I-20? I said, maybe some.
Victor, when I used to eat cheesecake, it was with cherries, not strawberries.
Vicky makes that Cool Whip cheesecake stuff Christmas holiday, Thanksgiving holiday. I
Uh-huh.
prefer blueberry on it, but I eat it with cherry. But we tried it strawberry last year, and I liked that even better. Nobody else liked it.
Huh. Yeah. I I don't know. I change. I used to go and buy strawberries and Cool Whip all the time and just dip it in the Cool Whip and sit there and eat them. And but um, on things like that, because I used to make a homemade cheesecake and eat half the pan myself. God, I was a barrel. Y'all wouldn't believe how fat I was. And always put cherries on top of that.
Hey Tony, yeah, I had a bunch of tabs pulled up, and then I closed a bunch earlier. I was looking and never did find it. If you want, drop the link, and I'll click on it and look at it after a while. I had like 38 tabs open, and I couldn't tell what anything was.
That's what I've got going here, and that's what I'm fixing to change that because I don't need that many tabs open.
And half of them were YouTube.
There it is. It's called thepeoplesconvoy.org. And it gives you the nightly stopping point info. It's got some maps.
All right, Tony, I'll do some digging after a bit.
Flags. Yes, Liz. And that's why I was checking to see if they would be coming through here because I can't remember where that was, where they had that giant flag on the overpass. And we've got one like that. It takes a lift truck to just get it up in the air. And um, I know that our first responders would have definitely escorted all the way to Austin if they had to, but they would have jumped on that train real quick.
Yeah, I seen one of them where they were talking to some people, and some people in there from Louisiana and up there in Oklahoma.
Yeah.
They were tripping out that people come that far. I'm like, huh?
Well, that's what I was wondering. How'd they know the route?
That
And
one map,
then,
that one map I had up with the 4 different screens, the one with the line and the stars. I think the stars were the stopping point.
I didn't see that with the stars.
When they were before they got into Oklahoma, they were real close to Shane, probably 50, 60 miles.
I know. That's. I was kind of wondering if him and Mike went to that, but it didn't sound like it.
No, they're probably just
Quick.
taking it easy.
Yeah, that's. I'm not messaging him or anything because it's their time.
That's right. But he was so sweet on your channel last night. I have to admit,
No.
I was touched. I really enjoyed your show last night, by the way, Bonnie. I am sorry I could not have been here.
Thank you.
Yeah, I was watching a video earlier on YouTube. It had these
Yeah.
military guys sneaking home to their wives and kids. It was so disturbing to me.
Oh God.
It made my eyes start sweating, so I had to quit watching it.
Oh, wow.
Yep. Those are tear jerkers.
Yeah, especially for an asshole like me to cry about it. I didn't cry, but it was they ain't seen their families year or 2 years, stuff like that.
Yeah. Well, you know what? This is an emotional time, though, for everybody. You know, we're seeing these videos of Ukraine and what's going on there, and poor Camo. I just, Camo, if you're out there, I really hope that you're able to step away from some of that. Bless his heart.
He's been
Anyway,
watching it pretty hard.
yes, he has, and it concerns me that because
I watched for a little while and it starts pissing me
it's
off.
hard to watch.
From it.
Yes, and then you've got the other side of the pendulum. We got these truckers out there rolling, and that's exciting. And so you got that emotion going, and then what else is going on?
That's a double-edged
And then
sword. I mean, it's exciting to watch, but I'm hoping that they ain't going into a trap.
Yeah, well,
and then that's it. Then you listen to Peppermint Patty and Potato up there, and then you get royally pissed, and so all these emotions are just going da-dum, da-dum, da-dum. And so yeah, have a good cry, but then too find something to make you just laugh your heart out. It make you laugh so hard you cry.
well,
We've got to
sorry.
express these emotions and get them out and get grounded and balanced. The only way that we're going to win this is to keep our heads and stay balanced. Just like
That is-
Pappy was saying the other night, we gotta work on ourselves. Shane's up there working on him. I'm down here working on me, and but you get your mind too. Get your mind in a place that you can handle anything that's coming because we don't know.
Mhm.
And eat some cereal, right, David? How are you?
I saw a video today that our truckers that were in Ottawa are planning
Yes.
something for March 5th. I don't know what it is, but that's all I know is March 5th. So who knows what the hell's going to happen?
Yeah, and Gigi, hey Tracy, said she didn't see anything where she was, but they didn't go looking. So
The only place the protesters are in Ottawa right now is at the old war memorial site. That's the only place they are. You're not allowed to go to the Parliament buildings right now. You get stopped by the cops. They ask you what you want, and if you don't have an appointment, they have to go to the parliament and ask if you can come in.
Yeah.
Such bullshit. I'm sorry, but it's bullshit.
Yeah.
That's good, Victor.
Are you going to share, Victor? Cake is always good.
I hope you go live soon, David N, because I missed your videos. I like your videos.
And that's one thing that each one of my kids, I don't know if it's good or bad, but thankfully they all have a different favorite cake for their birthdays.
Awesome.
So the July birthday is the pineapple upside down cake.
My oldest son liked chocolate. My oldest daughter liked chocolate. My daughter likes chocolate, and my son likes chocolate.
So everybody likes chocolate. The only chocolate cake I make is Laura, and it's the Southern Sheet Cake. Hey, Mike.
Hey, Mike.
Good to see you. You say happy birthday.
Okay.
Mike, please come up so we can see you and Shane. No, I'm just playing. I know
Thanks,
that.
John. That's a good one.
Oh, what do you say now?
John said, "Hey, David, let us know when you go live. I will be there unless I get kidnapped by aliens or Bigfoot."
Oh, Shane's in here too. Hello, honey.
If you want them two to come up, you might not. Oh, there you go. Never mind. Shut up, Dorinda.
I think I've been doing this a little bit, huh?
Yeah, you know exactly when to do things. Good night, David. It's nice to see you.
Night, David. Huh.
See a tripod.
Oh my goodness.
Hey there,
Yeah.
Mike.
I hope Shane's feeling better.
Mike,
He
Mike
actually
still
seemed
there with
quite
him?
positive last night, so that was good.
Yeah. It was. Well, Shane just kind of spilled the beans about everything last night, didn't he?
Yes, he did.
Shane.
And you know what? As an outsider who loves Shane, it was awesome to hear.
Yeah. Well, I have been getting a lot of uh, push all day long over that. And um, I don't know. Gigi.
Hi,
Fashionably.
Gigi. No, the show last night was awesome, Bonnie. I
And then
cried.
Scotty coming and playing music. That was.
I cried. I laughed. I giggled. I got to rock on with Scotty. I was like just bouncing all over the place. It was awesome.
Good. That's awesome. What we do at the campfire.
That's right. And it
Just
felt
have
so
fun.
good. And yes, I
Giving him
still have
chicken
bandit,
soup.
but I did brush my hair. It just went right back where it was.
Hopefully he's
So,
Victor. Hopefully he's eating better than chicken soup. Surely. I wonder. Well, Mike should know how to cook because he's single.
when he's a dad, you should know how to cook.
Yes, unless he does the oven thing. My oldest granddaughter, she is the world's worst about that. When we have the little one, she will talk her into chicken nuggets, and I'm like, no, she needs some taco stuff. Y'all ready? Hi, Shane.
What the hell y'all want to hear from me tonight?
Yeah, I was gonna tell you, I
Did
sent
you
you a
feel
text. I
good?
don't know if you got it or not. I didn't mean to bother you. That's before I seen you had company.
Hey, Chet, I cried half from 11:30 till 3 o'clock. I've been crying.
Hey, Lori.
Somebody drove halfway across America to come see me and never told me. Now I'm teared up again.
He drove.
He drove out here to see me, and I didn't
That's
know it.
I know, Shane.
that's so friggin' awesome, Shane.
Is he still
And I'm
there?
crying too now. Thank you.
I know. I know. Liz kept telling me, you need to go look at the community page. And I said, what? Because we were in a chat. And I said, okay, I'll go check it out. Well, that, I don't even know what chat I was in because I never went back because I just lost it when I saw that picture. We were all crying right along with you, for you.
Well, I thought it was an old picture, so I didn't really catch on to that until I was told tonight that that was today. And I'm like,
Are you that much bigger than him? You look like you were sitting with your elbows on your knees and he's sitting straight up and you still head above him. Are you that tall compared to him? Or is that just a
Shane,
picture angle?
okay?
Yeah, I'm okay. I'm just,
No.
like I said, I'm still not 100%, but yet Mike showing up just
floored you.
proves to all the people that he's not against me. He never has been. And
Yeah, Mike,
I
Shane,
can't.
it's not just
Mike, I can
that.
kiss you. Mike, I can kiss you on the mouth for going to see that boy, but I won't.
I hope
I give you
not,
big
Chuck.
hugs, Mike.
And Mike's sitting here right with me. He's like, I hope not.
I'm giving you a big hug, Mike.
That boy needs some
Everybody
support, even though
wondered
he
how
don't want it.
close we were and how much we visited, and everybody's wondering if I was going to get screwed over, but yet the guy just drove halfway across America to see me, and it's.
Excuse my
Hang on, I
French,
got
but it
my
doesn't
nose,
really
guys.
matter what
Hang on.
people think, man. People are going to think what they want. That's the way people are. It depresses me and bums me out, but that's society.
That's just so awesome, Shane.
Sorry,
I am
I'm
so
blowing my
glad
nose.
for you.
My question is who friggin' does that?
Mike.
Your
Friends,
best friend that loves you.
friends, brothers.
Gigi, how long is Mike staying? He said he would stay as long as I needed.
So he's still
Uh,
there.
yeah, he's here. He's here for Mike. You tell him. You tell him. You know?
Hey y'all,
You know.
I'm Mike.
Mike.
love y'all. Hey, I'm here for as long as Shane needs me.
Thank you so much, Mike.
Yeah.
That's cool, man.
That's so cool. You
And it's
probably
hard
have
for me
no
'cause
idea how much
I
that's
have
appreciated.
it's hard for me because I've never
Never
I've
had
never
anybody give a
had
shit like that.
anybody do that for me, and it's hard. It's
I know how you
friggin'
feel
hard,
there, but
guys.
You must have been watching Bonnie's show last night, Shane.
I I think I
I
was
think
on this
he would
show
have
for a
already been
minute.
driving.
I know how I'd feel with that Shane about not figuring a way to do that. If it was me, I'd figure if I got a hold of one of my friends, I'm like, hell, I'm holding on and I'm about to fall in the hole and be like, well, land on your feet. That's probably what I did.
Oh yeah.
That's what I'd get.
Hey guys, Shane's not my friend. He's my brother.
Exactly.
And I know he'd do the same thing for me if I wasn't feeling well. I know it.
Yeah, I'm sure you would. Mike, it's just amazing. You are such a good person. Thank you.
Oh, there's another one to cry with us.
Oh, I know. It's going to be a freaking big old ball fest.
Take over. You're the only one not over there.
I'm keeping my eyes hidden.
Yeah, me too.
Ah,
Trust me. When
All
he
that
showed that
crying
beat on the
that's
door,
going on.
my nephew was here, and I said, "Man, I don't know who the hell is here, but there's some bitch beating on my door, and he won't quit." And tell him I'm not in the mood to talk to anybody. And he opens the door, and my nephew even looks at him, just stunned. Stunned. He's like, "Oh my!" But he never said a word. And then when he comes in, the first thing he does is come in and give me a hug, and he gives Ben a hug, and he
And you
just
lost it.
why in the hell would you drive from northern? You're coming from damn near Canada to Oklahoma.
that's one hell of a drive, man.
That ain't no shit. That's what I said. I was like, sorry guys. Hang
Yeah,
on.
Gigi.
He must have left when you were talking on Bonnie's show last night.
I was gonna say I don't have a
left
second
Thursday.
car, or I would.
I left Thursday. I was planning on. I told Denise. I told Denise and I told Denise I had to go see Shane Monday, and so I was gonna leave Tuesday, but I had to wait. I had to wait until Thursday till my son got out of school and everything. So I left Thursday morning, and so I've been on the road since Thursday. But it's been worth it's been worth every minute traveling.
I remember on
Awesome.
one of your
Awesome.
shows, you said something about you may do a show Friday, but you may not 'cause you're taking some needed time off or something like that.
We'll make some ramen.
Yeah, 'cause-
Sneaky.
Some ramen.
Tammy went on early on Friday night and did the Red Dawn Alive or something for a bit, and then she said that you and her would be talking on the phone later because you were traveling.
Yeah, I was going through Denver. I was going through Denver when I did that show. Shane goes, "Where are you headed?" And I said, "I'm headed home." And he, lady friend, I'm headed home. He couldn't figure out I was still on the road.
And he don't go see his lady friend until Friday, and he stays till the end of the week. So how in the hell did he jump out there?
Dadgummit, Shane, you're losing
Just now.
signal.
Your internet's kicking.
Yeah, totally.
We can't hear you too well.
Y'all got it too wet.
Oh, stop it, Dorinda. All the tears are on the keyboard.
And you know what? I don't cry. I don't cry, and I'm bawling
I'm
like
a
a
horrible
baby
sap.
up here.
I'm a horrible sap. I watch one of them little things
I
with the
know.
animal movies, whatever. I'm crying. Everybody's like, it's only a movie, you know. I'm like, you think? I can't help it. I love a good ending, or you know.
I normally don't cry. Sometimes on a movie it'll get me and I'll cry.
Yeah.
But
Cheers, Shane and Mike.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I popped out because I disappeared, but now I've got two things up. Bonnie, eliminate the first one, please.
How do I do that?
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah, Gigi had a chain sandwich.
It is this way. Okay.
There it went.
Am I? Yeah, I'm still there. Okay.
Okay, she didn't catch that. Cheers, Shane and Mike. Have one for me down there.
Okay.
Yeah, why in the hell he showed up to see my dumb ass, I can't figure out, but it is.
you stupid ass, he loves you, you dumb dickhead. Sorry.
Well, and that's apparently obvious, but people didn't realize that. And I didn't even realize that how close we were. I knew that we was good friends. But who does that? You know, who does that? Who drives? I'm telling you,
It's a unicorn.
northern Idaho to Beaver, Oklahoma.
Someone who
And
loves
it was
you,
very
Shane.
little that I could do not to keep from bawling when he showed up.
Were you like, shit?
No.
Not very often can you make Shane Phelps
Did you see?
speechless. And I've never seen Ben be too speechless either. But when he opened that door and I was standing in the threshold, he didn't know what to say.
Except coming in.
That is so awesome, Mike. Thank you. I
Oh,
wish I
Oh,
could
I
be
guess
there.
he had this plan. So I guess I'm not in the loop anymore. He had this plan with a couple people.
I've never lied to Shane, but I had to lie to him for the last couple of days.
Yeah, he's just driving home, and I'm like, "Where in the hell you been? Where in the hell you?" Oh, I
Hey,
found
Mike,
out.
you should have been really funny about it and put your phone on record and say, hey, boys, just lay still and let this happen. It probably wouldn't afford them anymore, though.
I know Shane hasn't been feeling well for a while, and I wanted to come down here and lift his spirits up.
On his first shot. Oh, well, you were in the shower, taking your sweet ass time.
Bonnie, there's a little picture there for you to put up. I had to laugh when I saw this at our friend's cottage.
Yeah, I seen that Beaver Lake, and we have a little pond north of here, and you sent that to me, and I showed Mike, and it was, yeah, we got a little pond north of here, so Beaver Lake, but we don't play cricket on Beaver Lake, so may not. That looks like a cricket bat.
Well, yeah, it's a paddle. It's a paddle, and then there was something on the other side. So I took a picture of that. But
Beaver Lake.
anyways, well, yeah, it's Beaver Lake, right?
One says Beaver and the other said Lake.
Oh no, that one
Black
was paddle
says-
says Beaver Lake on one, and then there was something else on the other one.
Black saying, Shane opens the door and sees Mike, says, I'll take 50 boxes of cookies. Hell, I couldn't have said that if I'd opened the door. I couldn't have said that. I'd have probably fell to my knees. Because if I wouldn't have been sitting down when he walked in,
You would have
I
fallen down
probably would have collapsed.
for sure. I'm so happy for you guys, but I'm gonna shut down. Gonna have a game. So apparently I've excessively cursed the leaves, as I'm being told, because when I walked in the house to do my laundry and that, by the time I came out, they had 4 shots scored on them. So Abby was going, hurry up, get out before they get out. But they won. Thank God. Cool, hot flash.
Thank you for coming up, Gigi.
I'm happy so much.
Thank you for
Bye,
Gigi.
Gigi.
Love you.
Love you.
Have some fun for me. Love you
Gigi, remember, you're my quickie. Love you.
See you later, BG.
See you, Gigi.
I have no response to that. It's
Well,
like,
Shane, now you know how the girls feel on prom night when that guy shows up.
anyways, see you later. Love you all. God bless.
Hell, I'd be so surprised if one of my own kids did it, let alone a friend.
Good night,
A
Kim.
brother,
Yeah, and all the tears we're shedding tonight are tears of joy, Shane. Just so you know.
Well, thank you, Dorinda. I appreciate it.
I'm making light of it because I don't want to be like them.
Mike, yeah. Chuck's like me most of the time. He's too big and manly to shed a tear, but shit, I have had waterfalls for all day. My eyes will be puffy for a friggin' week.
That's why I was telling.
That's
I was
good to
watching.
hear, Shane. That's good to hear.
I didn't know if you heard me talking about. I was watching those military guys coming in and meeting their family they ain't seen in a year, and I told them made my eyes sweat.
Mine's not sweating. They're raining. They're raining. It's like a stupid waterfall. It's like, yeah, it's like the waterfalls I used to have behind me.
Wow. Awesome.
Mhm.
So Mike sees the waterfalls everywhere. So that's the first time, huh?
Yeah, he actually even took a picture of my one wall because he says, that is an actual wall. Yeah.
And stairs.
Yeah, and up the stairs. Sorry, I'm still getting over my childish stuff here.
That's okay,
Love you,
Shane.
Shane.
We understand.
No one does that for me.
Yes, they
Blame
do.
it on the rain. Yeah, there you go. If we had rain right now, I could blame it on that, but
You probably think kind of like me, but like, why would you show up? I'm just an asshole.
oh, I am. Why in the hell would anybody come see me? I'm just a dude that has a voice that sometimes makes sense and sometimes don't.
Shane, it's not your voice.
That's because you're an
Huh?
all right dude, man.
It's your
It's not
personality,
your
Shane.
voice, babe. It's
It's
oh my
you.
gosh.
Your persona. Come on.
Do you feel me wiggling?
Don't turn that on. Mike's trying to. Mike's here.
Oh,
Looks like two boobies
Wait,
with
wait,
Joe
wait.
P's.
I guess you could just turn the camera, can't you?
Yeah. Here, wait a minute. Don't turn it. We'll just put it to where we can. You just put.
yes, I blew you up.
Don't blow me up. Blow me down, or just blow me or something. But don't blow me up.
I think
Thanks, Phelps. We good.
I'm not in my best of health right now, and Mike's wanting to be seen too because I want Mike to be seen too. So
Back it up and
Yes.
zoom it back.
just to verify he is here. And he's smoking a cigar. He's having one of those moments.
Awesome.
And
It's something to
I
celebrate.
don't blame him. I don't blame him. Anybody that drove as far as he did, I'd want a moment too.
Y'all are
Thank
lucky
you
you don't
again,
have
Mike.
some of Gigi's cigarettes over. Y'all be really happy.
Yeah.
Well, maybe that'd make it easier.
No, y'all be stoned and crying then.
No, I'm gonna have to say something, but hawk smoke might be better because usually Canadian weed's not the greatest. Just saying. American
Well,
weed, I'd pay extra for American weed when I was younger because it was always better.
Well, I'm not going to say that's a bad thing. All I'm going to say is, hell, I got half a block here that has natural weed from 60s that grows every summer, and I don't even touch it. I don't even touch it. And it gets 7 to 8. Shit, I don't know. It's probably 10 foot tall last year. Well, I know we drove our Kubota down through it, and it was taller than the Kubota. But I don't touch it. And it's not because I'm scared of it or anything like that. And sorry, I've had hiccups for most of the day, guys. But it's one of those deals. I just don't.
I like Blackwatch comment. What do you expect? Mike just had a 6 foot, 620-pound bounce.
Mike just 6 foot, 250-pound bouncing baby boy. Yeah. And the one that just hugged him was 326 pounds. No, it's not. This is the first time in my life anything like this has ever happened, and it is just.
I can't wait until Bonnie comes to see you, Shane.
Oh,
you know what? You know what? That one will be fucking epic.
I'm going to tell you like this. Since Mike's here and he's got a week, I would probably give Mike my truck and the money to go down and get Bonnie if she wants to come up. Period. You think I'm lying?
Happy?
I would do it in 2 seconds.
Yeah, I know you would.
Yep. No, I would. Bruce wants to ask if me and Mike a question. All right. It looks like he's wanting to come up or something.
He's a new person, so I don't know. I don't know who that
Bruce
person
is good. Bruce is good.
Bruce is from 45 miles north of me. Bruce is great guy. Great guy.
Bruce has been on the show lots of times.
Oh, absolutely.
Okay, I didn't recognize the name.
Yeah.
It's Rogue.
Sorry.
Yeah, Rogue.
It's Rogue. He's from Kansas.
He's been on here before.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't recognize the name. That's all. I'm sorry. Oh, he's Rogue. Okay. Thank you. That's a different name. I just know him as Rogue. Sorry, just being cautious.
Hey, Pappy, Two Bears.
Oh, yeah. Pap.
Lori C. Red. Who else we got there? I think Liz Grizz was there. Victor.
Oh, there's Liz right there.
There's Liz. Black Watch.
Okay, Rogue.
Hey,
Hey, Bruce.
Hey, Bruce.
Hi, guys. Since I'm this close, would you object if I come down tomorrow afternoon?
You know, if you come down tomorrow afternoon, no, I wouldn't be against it. I can't promise I'm going to be, all peachy, but no, if you want to come, you're more than welcome.
I'd love to see
Okay,
you both.
I'd love to meet you both since we're this close, and this might not present itself as an opportunity for quite a while again and everything. So I would love to come see you guys and hang out and visit and meet you face to face. That would be awesome.
No, I think it would be great. Can't promise. Excuse me. I've got hiccups real bad, guys, and I don't know why, but
Eat some peanut butter.
yeah, well,
Take a tablespoon of peanut butter and eat it, and you'll be fine.
okay.
Hey, Mike, to get rid of Shane's hiccups, go outside and spend about 10 minutes outside and reappear. He'll be shocked again, and that'll take care of his hiccups.
I'm going to tell you something. I haven't had hiccups in years and years and years. When Mike showed up and I started crying like a newborn baby child. Yeah, then my hiccups kicked in, and it's like, I don't know what the hell's going on.
I probably would too, him being up in Idaho and us down here in the center of the U.S. and everything. It would be a shocker to me too, and everything. I can understand that totally.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
You guys want to hear a funny story?
Sure, go
Go
ahead.
for it.
So Shane's nephew, Big Ben, took me to the gas station this evening, and we went in there, and I guess the kid working there has watched the show a few times, and Ben goes over to him and whispers at him and says, "Hey, do you know who that is?" Kid's like, "No," and he's looking at me and he goes, "That's Liberty Warrior." And you should have saw the look on the kid's face. He was like a statue. He wouldn't even move to sell me my jerky. He wouldn't even run the cash register because he knew who I was, and he couldn't. He's like, he whispers to Ben, he goes, "Why the hell is he here?"
And that's the crazy shit we go through. It's me and Mike are just two normal people. We're not celebrities. We're not.
No, but it sure is funny.
Oh, it is hilarious because I've had some of the same conversations with people, and it's just, we're not celebrities. We're not heroes. We're not nothing. We're just two dudes that have an opinion. I mean, that's it. And, damn it. All right. I'm going to have to step away for a second. Mike, you can have my chair. Mike's going to run my emoji for a minute. I got to step away.
It's got to go pee.
What, Bonnie?
Bonnie,
do I need to send my brother and Mike down to you tomorrow?
Shane, I have a ride.
You have a ride? So you'll be here tomorrow?
Yes!
Not you, Dorinda.
Well, I was yelling for Bonnie being there tomorrow. That's exciting.
Oh,
I can't wait for live stream tomorrow.
Look at the look on Dorinda's face. She's got like, look at that look of what the hell is wrong with you, girl?
Well, a whole lot of things, but
we've all got something wrong with us, but no, I would
Shane,
do
read
that
your
in 2
text.
seconds. Do what, Bonnie?
Read your text, hon.
Read my text. Oh, you just sent me something? Okay, hang on.
Yeah, guys, I'll head down after church is over tomorrow. I'm kind of with the audio visual clan that runs the videos and stuff, and I monitor it from the house here in case they have problems, and I'll let them know and everything. I usually have church here at my house, so after it's over and everything, I'll head down sometime after 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, something like that is what I'll do.
All right. No, Bonnie, I just read it. Yes, I understand.
Vicky said, "Hey, everybody."
Hey, Vicky.
Hey.
So I'm going to get out of here and finish watching you and everything. If I need to come back in, I'll send Bonnie a link request again and everything like that. But I just wanted to make sure it was all right with you. Don't want to get you overwhelmed and get you in trouble, Shane, and everything. I've had blood pressure problems too, and all of a sudden I was running high. Then one day I took it, I felt like crap, and it was too low, and I went off my medicine, and my doctor said that's fine. My background years ago was an EMT, so I kind of know what's going on and everything, and he was okay with it, and
Hey, Victor.
I still got some and everything. If it jumps way up again, I'll go back on my medicine. So, but that's what I've done with him. But I just didn't want to overwhelm you by getting too many of us members down there to your place and have you go.
Bruce, if it's after lunch, like I said, I usually go through my spikes about 11 to 1.
Okay.
And then after that's done, but they had me on the wrong medication, so now they took me off the stuff that bring me down real quick, okay, in case I got high. They won't let me have it.
What are you taking?
Well, it was clonidine and lisinopril. Well, they moved me from 20 milligram lisinopril to 40.
Okay, I got amlodipine is what I took, and it worked good on me. And everything is amlodipine and everything. I'd bring it with me.
30 milligram? 30 milligram?
Something like that and everything. I was taking the combo pill till the insurance wouldn't pay for it anymore, and we just went straight amlodipine. There's two types. One that's a combo, and then there's one just straight amlodipine, and the amlodipine by itself did what it was supposed to do, but I'll bring it with me, but I don't want to screw up what the doctor's doing and everything to try to keep you under control. I'm not a doctor, so but I'm just letting you know what it did for me, and maybe you could suggest to him, let's try some amlodipine and see if that'll be any better than what I'm on.
Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, that's lisinopril. That's the original name of lisinopril. Lisinopril is the generic version of it.
Okay. But anyway, I just want to throw that out there at you and ask you the question, since the leaders of our group here, one of the groups anyway, you're not knocking Bonnie out or Travis or anybody, since we're this close, I would love to see both of you and everything while we have the chance.
No, we would be glad to see you, Bruce.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, if you want to drive down here, I would enjoy a visit with you. And Mike said the same thing. So
yeah,
I would.
And you're at 401 Avenue G, right?
That's it.
Okay, yeah, I heard you give it out one night, and I mentally remembered it and stuff like that. So I'll be down there sometime.
I've never tried to hide myself. I'm not trying to be some person I'm not. I always try to give everybody everything I am, because I try to be 100% what I say.
That's the same with me and everything. I'm just me. You know, when you see me, it's just me. I'm not putting on anything or trying to be somebody else. And sometimes I'll live up to my last name too, so don't be shocked if something comes out weird.
Yeah, Vicky gets that low start and too. I guess that's the same thing you're talking about, huh?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah,
So,
All right,
but
I gotta step away
shit for the
for a
past 3 or
minute.
4
I'm
days.
gonna let Mike take this for a second. I'm gonna step away and go see the little boy about
okay.
a lie again.
Okay, but I'm going to get out of here and let somebody else come in. But to let you know, I'll be down sometime tomorrow afternoon, probably after 1.
Sounds good, man.
All right, you guys take care and have fun and enjoy. I can't wait to join the party.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Maybe it's nice enough we all just have a barbecue or something.
Yeah, Vicky's blood pressure been doing wonky stuff past 4 or 5 days too, Shane.
It's all the radiation.
Something in the air. Yeah, them.
Did Rogue want back up?
He's dropping out. He said if he'll holler back. Oh.
Well,
Yeah, I pushed the wrong button and everything, and it kicked me out. So I just last thoughts here. I love all you guys, and Bonnie, you're doing wonderful. Glad to have the show. I'm usually around when you're on and everything, lurking most of the time and things like that and everything. But I do watch you and Travis and Mike and whoever else I can find sometimes. With my health the way it is, I just got weird sleeping habits and stuff, and this is one of my favorite deals here and everything. So, but anyway, I love all you guys, and you guys take care. And Dorinda, don't let them get to you up there in the North Country and stuff on the way things are going. And we got to do that. We got to do that here too, and everything. So you guys take care, and we'll be lurking in the background. Love you all, and God bless you.
thank you, Rogue. Love
See you later,
too.
bud.
Bye.
You betcha. Take care.
I did not know that that was his last name.
Yeah, no, I had no idea who it was.
Well, I knew Rogue, but
Yep, but I knew him as Rogue, not the name that came up.
right.
I'm like, I don't know who that is. I was being cautious. I didn't know who he was.
I'm sorting beans, and I think my granddaughter's back from the emergency room, so I'm going to mute for a minute and see if everything's okay.
What was your granddaughter doing at emergency?
Yes, that's why I've been really quiet. Sorry, y'all. Just a second.
No. Sorry. I apologize. Oh my God. Okay, Chuck. Seeing as we're the only two unmuted, what the hell can we talk about?
I think we
I
need
know you were
pills.
busy watching the truckers thing, so you didn't see the Trump escapade. But what the hell's his name? Convoy. No. Hang on.
What would you do if you heard a knock at your door and it was one of them?
One of whom?
Anybody on here that you talk to, you're friends with?
To be honest, I'd be a babbling idiot like Shane was.
I'm not going to Canada.
Honest to God. Honest to God, yeah, I would.
Make it to freaking Oklahoma. I suck.
I'd be like, did somebody tell something wrong with me that I didn't know about?
Well, seemingly at the end of the CPAC conversation today, which I watched and I missed this, as Trump was ending his speech, he said, in summation and closing as your president.
Yeah.
What is in summation? Like in summary of something?
Yeah, in
Yeah.
summation, like
In
when
Yeah,
closing
you're
as your
endorsing.
president. Okay,
whatever.
gotcha.
He closed as your president on the CPAC tonight, which I missed.
My brain's
I
not
did hear him
working.
talk about as your president, but then he went on to spiels he did when he was president. So I'm like, okay, that's not a good thing. And I wrote something else here, but I have no idea what the fuck it is. No idea. I can't read my writing.
Well, whatever did her was not venomous, so that's good. And I have Benadryl always, so
So what happened to the baby girl?
she got bit by something. Mom was at work, and so I took a picture of it, like right under her jawline by her ear, and
Okay.
so it was a big old whelp, and with a dot in the middle. And she kept saying it was a spider, and we do have brown recluse and black widows. Not ever in the house, I've never seen, but still. So I sent pictures to Mom and her mom, and told her what was going on. And so she came home from work and checked her out and took her in.
Oh my god. And
it wasn't anything venomous. So there's really not much they can do for Benadryl.
yeah.
Yeah,
I'm so
Vicky
glad
gets
that
bit
she's
by
not.
Vicky gets mosquito bites and it looks like a damn spider bite. It gets all welted up and a weird eye looking in the middle.
Yes, she does that
husband's like that.
also. She's
My
allergic to mosquitoes.
Ugh.
I guess we've been warm enough they could have maybe be hiding inside or something.
Not here. You know, we just got up to 36 degrees in like 3 or 4 days. That's the highest our temperature's been.
Yeah, here too.
Hey,
It sucks.
we were at minus 12 this afternoon. No, sorry. I apologize. We were at 12 Fahrenheit this afternoon. All right. And for us in Canada at this time of year, that's almost like t-shirt weather. Because we're at normally minus 40.
I know.
We're bouncing.
Did she say minus 40?
Yeah.
Hey, God.
It's because y'all are used to that stupid weather.
We're not
We're not.
used to this. We're not used to this
Yeah, I'd be
warm
an
weather
icicle.
at this time of year. I'm looking outside today and I'm like, snowbanks in the yard, like 3-4 feet, you know. And we've got a driveway, so you know it's piled extra high, whatever. And I'm looking across the street and I'm going, holy fuck. They have a double driveway across the street from me. And the other person has a driveway. And I'm like, that fucking thing is almost 8 feet high. Whoa. Whoa. Snowbanks, 8 feet high. And that's normally what we have. This year we're low.
Bonnie, you
Gigi took
closer?
some really Gigi
You
took some
close?
really pretty pictures on her way home of a
Yeah.
frozen lake and stuff.
Yeah, she did.
Bonnie, you closer to the coast or closer to the border?
It's about the same either way.
'Cause I'm looking at Austin and San Antonio, and I'm trying to. hard to judge the border depending on where you look at the map, but I was looking at the temperature around there. You're surrounded by weird
I
temperatures.
prefer, yeah, I prefer driving to the coast than towards the border. But I'm about the same distance from both of them. I hate desert. I don't even think I've ever seen desert. Just looking at pictures, I know I don't want to go there. And my mother's driven to California several times, and no.
Yeah, I remember as a kid being between
I like
Tucson.
the hills and the trees and the, yeah, I like coverage. I don't like flat, wide open.
I remember being between Tucson and Phoenix as a kid, and it's all flat, cactuses around sparsely, dirt, sand, rattlesnakes, scorpions, and Dad telling me to stay by the motel.
Yeah, I know. You listen to Camo about Amarillo, and it's like, I have no desire to go up there. I mean, it's bad enough here.
You
I've
can't
got
bitch much about
sheet metal
Amarillo
piled.
because I'm only 2 hours north of Amarillo.
I know. I know where you are, hon.
All that's like being in Colorado, ain't it? Y'all and
Pretty
up in that
much.
area, panhandles.
New Mexico. Mhm. I hope that's
where my
enough
dad's
beans.
from, New Mexico.
Yeah, I heard there's
Short
spots in New
and
Mexico where you can set a black pot out there with water in it. It'll boil during the day, and at night it'll freeze.
Freeze.
Yeah.
My grandparents are from Albuquerque, New Mexico. It's beautiful over there.
My daughter went there, but she went when it was snowing.
Yeah, they lived in. We went up in the mountains, and it was snowing. You go down in the valley where my grandparents were, and it was 80, 90 degrees.
Goodness.
That's just confusing as hell, ain't it?
Yeah. My mother and grandmother used to always go for the hot air balloons.
Oh yeah, my
Thing.
grandfather. Yeah, my grandfather took me and my sister to that.
You couldn't get me in that.
I never got to go.
Y'all think that garden fertilizer we talked about was bad? Somebody try to get me in one of them, they'd be covered in it, and I'd probably be dead at the bottom of it.
Yeah, we didn't get in one, but there was a lot of different pretty ones though. Shit, this was back in the 70s, early 80s.
Yeah.
That's what is so crazy about Texas. That's what I wanted to show Gigi, because within 100 miles of me, you have the hill country where it's, I mean, the devil's backbone. And when you get on it, it's like 1,000-mile drop. It seems like, I don't know. Huge canyons though, but not like canyons that other people would think of. Just, I don't even know how to explain it, but it's
Like
beautiful.
big valleys.
Yeah, and then the spring-fed Jacob's Well and Barton Springs and the whole dadgummit. I
Yeah,
can't
like where
remember.
we're at. Like where
And
we're at.
then you
Swamp.
can, yeah. Well, I don't have any swamp. I don't have any of that, but then you can go the other direction, and it is canyons and maple trees everywhere. And so there's a time of year, and it's getting pretty close to it, the Lost Maples. And um, it's just beautiful over there. And then you go the other direction, and it's like, uh, well, you can just go down to the coast and stay forever. And then if you go north, there's, well, all around me, any direction, there's rivers, and not just little rivers, huge rivers. The Guadalupe that Pappy was talking about, and then lakes. There's lakes all around too. We have Travis Lake, we have Canyon Lake, we have um, Lake LBJ, and that's a grouping of lakes that goes into the Colorado River. And where I go down on the coast is where the Colorado River goes out into the ocean. So we get a beach house on the river, and um, during the day we go down to the beach, and then at night we go out there on the pier and night fish, because there's always lights, and so that you can do that, cleaning stations and everything.
Oh wow.
It's pretty cool.
It sounds like it is.
And that's what the girls have been saving up to take me, because it's been about 4 years since I got to go, and we used to go 2 or 3 times a year, every year. But
That's when you tell Mike and Shane come pick you up and go down there.
yeah, I don't know if they'd want to go to the coast. But I think Shane needs a vacation for sure once he gets able to.
That's what I was trying to tell him earlier. Vicky's been having issues with her blood pressure the past few days. I'm just wondering if it's whatever they're monkeying with causing it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
'cause
wouldn't
mine
surprise me
hasn't
either.
acted up in what, almost 2 years.
You know, right now in Galveston, it's 51 degrees.
Yeah, it's always warmer down at the coast.
Listen to this. Galveston 51, then you get over, cross over into Louisiana, and Yuma, Louisiana, New Iberia, and all that's 57, 63 in Yuma, 62 in New Orleans.
What the heck?
And then Beaumont, you know where that is, the other side of Houston?
Yes.
It's 45.
Shithole. I don't like it anywhere near Houston.
Yeah, my daughter used to live down by Beaumont and Sour Lake.
Oh, yeah.
I liked it there. But hell, the only thing they had around there was a Brookshire Brothers, and I think that was about it. Nothing else.
Yeah, they had a Dairy Queen.
Oh, and a Dairy Queen. Then you had to go to Lumberton, I think it was the closest place, and it had a few other things there.
Do y'all ever go to the Renaissance Festival?
My daughter,
Montgomery or Magnolia? I can't remember which one it is.
my daughter and them used to go every year, but she moved off. We never went. We went to one over, and they had something like that in Shreveport, off Shreveport one time. You remember that? It was a Renaissance thing, but it had more American Indian stuff there than anything.
Oh, that'd be cool too. Well, the one I went to, it's like when you walk in there, it's like going into a whole other world. They did it pretty good.
Yeah, that sounds like the one my daughter went to. That's what she said too.
People girls wearing the big dresses and the pan flute music and all that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, the whole garb. The
Knight in shining armor. And
Yeah, they go for the whole weekend when they went.
yeah, that's what we did.
they get a motel about 30, 40 miles away from where they were at, so they didn't have to pay that stupid price.
Yes. Well, I had friends that lived there, so I didn't have to worry about that.
Yeah. The last couple years they went, and her and my granddaughter dressed up.
Yeah. That'd be fun.
You talk
So,
to
Dorinda,
anybody.
you talked yourself out.
Pardon me?
I said you talked yourself out.
No, I kind of went to grab a beer and went for a pee, and then my neighbor was outside, so I ran across the street and talked to I didn't run because I can't at this point. I crawled across the street and talked to my friend whose dog passed away last couple of weeks ago, and I was like, "Where's Pop? I haven't seen him in a while." Da, 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 you know. Okay, but I'm back.
If I try to run, it's going to be a fast stumble, and I'm probably going to go hands first.
Well, I can't run because my back is out tonight because I kind of slept too much yesterday and I probably didn't sleep the correct way. To put it that way. And my 57-year-old body said, we're going to screw you this time. Yeah.
I carried 2 of them big cases of water and one in each hand here a while back, and now I can't do just about anything, and my back starts killing me. I don't know what I did, but I shouldn't have done that.
Well, you know what? That's the way it is. It's like, you wake up in the morning sometimes and you're like, oh fuck, I can't move.
Black Watch is singing.
Yeah, I know. I'm gonna message him again in a minute. Fuck. I don't even know what I was gonna say. I lost it.
I heard.
All right. I tried peanut butter and it's not working.
Did you take like a tablespoon of peanut butter and swallow it all at once?
Shane, do you have lemon juice?
I still got. Yes.
Put a little lemon juice in a glass of water and just drink it.
Yes. That's my favorite drink. That's why you usually do anyway.
Teaspoon of sugar too.
Well, if you have to.
The peanut butter didn't work? What the hell? I'm sorry, it works all the time.
Peanut butter gives me the hiccups. I like
I
it.
know. It's too thick.
Tell them to take a drink.
No, I love peanut butter. Peanut butter and me are friends, but yeah, it didn't work. But anyway, no, and lemon and water is one of my favorite drinks. I've done that for years and years and years, just because it helps. This sounds, most men don't like to hear this, but it helps exfoliate your skin. In other words, it's getting rid of toxins out of your body.
Yeah.
Yes.
You Mike loves to exfoliate. So
another thing will help, Shane, if you got any lifesavers, certs, or Tic Tac, something peppermint or wintergreen.
well, I'm sure I could find something in my cabinets that had something like that. I don't eat candy or nothing, and candy ain't in my house. But what do you got?
Piece of peppermint stick or any of that stuff like you get from Sonic.
Oh yeah,
Or pickle juice.
pickle juice I do have. Now that I could you know what? Matter of fact, I'll just hit mute and go try that.
Pickle juice
So I
cures
have that.
everything.
Did you try drinking glass water upside down? Like,
Take you a glass and mix
No,
all that
I tried
together.
all that. Drinking water through a rag, and I
Black.
tried all that. And then I've had, bags put on my head, and they put water on me, and I don't think they was trying to get rid of my hiccups when they did that. But anyway,
no, I'm sure that was what it was for.
Oh my lordy.
Might
yeah.
be like tell them surprise and pitch him on the butt or something. But
Yeah.
I don't know if Shane can deal with much more surprising today, though.
I know.
I'm telling
That's
you,
what I'm
it's a
thinking.
wonder my blood pressure ain't through the roof right now with what just happened today to me,
Yes.
because it's never happened in my life. And it is a beautiful, beautiful moment.
Awesome.
Yeah, if you take that pickle juice, the peppermint, some peanut butter, lemon juice, and a big glass of water and mix it together, it ought to do something.
Yeah, just make a big old drink and eat it with a spoon.
Big old.
I'd be good to go.
Dad used to call them Dagwood sandwich. I guess that'd be a Dagwood drink, huh?
Victor, no, I'm not going to gurgle, wiggle, and whip with a cucumber and some smiley faces. No, probably not.
I don't think Mike could appreciate Shane wiggle this pickle.
I'm pretty sure he ain't gonna watch if I'm wiggling my pickle. Pretty good chance he's not gonna watch.
It's like, okay, he's good. I'm going home.
Yeah. Yeah, Mike's like, well, it's a long way home, but I'm headed that way now.
What's all the ooze about?
Something about what Shane said about taking for hiccups, I think.
Yeah. I'm not sure. I'm not sure.
Oh. Okay. I've been wondering, what is Liz talking about? Now I see what's going on. I have not been able to look at chat for a while.
I missed that. I had to go back and look too. So
I think she was talking about going and picking you up and taking you up there or something.
Liz?
that was earlier.
No.
Yeah, she did. She would come and get you, Bonnie, and take you to Shane.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. She said if I needed to, she'd come get me and take me down to Bonnie.
Well, there's that too.
Aw.
But she said she would come and get Bonnie and take her to you too.
Liz
Where's
is a beautiful person. And her husband is so funny to listen to and great to talk to. He's a world of wisdom, and he's just very calm and collected, and he's a lot of fun. I enjoyed talking to him like there was no tomorrow. When we was in
Mount Rushmore.
yeah, Mount Rushmore, me and him sat there and we was at this barbecue. The grill caught on fire. We couldn't get it to work, and we got it to work.
No.
Oh yeah, burn up all the valves in it, and then yeah, it was just. But me and him sat there and just BS'd, and I want to tell you, he is a world of wisdom and just so kicked back and relaxed. He is. No wonder she's with him. He just don't get excited about nothing. He's a great person. If anybody wants to talk to a person that is just full of wisdom, full of comedy, and full of just encouragement, it is him.
That's awesome.
No, he was, trust me, it's been what, a year, 2 years, a year. And I could still remember the conversations we was having. And I'm like going, this guy just floored me. He was, I thought, yeah, okay. No, he was above my level so much that I thought, okay, I'm a kindergartner again. He was phenomenal. He was just smart, and it was lovely to listen to. Liz goes, no, that's me, Shane. Hello. Liz, I have no problem with you either, because you have been with your husband long enough that you two speak a lot alike. You two both got a lot of wisdom and are stupid, phenomenal people. I mean, and when I say stupid, I mean not in a dumb way. I mean, so smart, it's just not believable. Liz and her husband are just phenomenal people and kind as you'll ever meet. Period.
What state are they in?
They live in Idaho, actually. They live not far from Mike.
Really?
But they travel all the time.
Yeah.
All the time. If the weather's bad, they don't go nowhere. But man, if the weather's good, they're not at home. They're retired. They got a travel trailer and they go. And who would blame them? I do the same.
Yep. Well,
yeah, I've been told by a couple people here, if anybody wants to do anything, they need to do it in the next between now and summer. You might not get a chance for a while.
I know. That's why I'm trying to sell this daggum place before I can. But so far, properties like this one really rotten place listed for 40, they started bidding on it and they ended up getting 90,000 for it. Where did I hear that somewhere? I don't know.
Wow.
But around here, it's ridiculous what I could ask.
Calls and texts and emails about people wanting to buy my place.
Do it and go buy some property.
That's what I want to do. I want to get further out in the middle of nowhere.
Yep. That's what I'm trying to set the girls up.
Still.
Well, all the kids, I guess.
Yeah, we can get that, and then where they all got somewhere, if something happens, everybody's got a place they can go to. And
yes, that's the goal.
Place ain't got no problem. My grandson, if he wants to pee in front of a tree or around it or whatever, that he ain't got to worry about nobody seeing him.
Yep.
Depending on what he's doing, he might enjoy that. It might be something he wants people to see. So that might not help.
Yeah, my boys, when they were young, we lived where we lived. You really couldn't see a lot. And I used to tell them, somebody's in the bathroom, to go pee, go out there by a tree and pee. They'd put their back to the tree and pee. I'm like, that ain't how it's supposed to work, but I guess you get it.
And my one son went out in my mother-in-law's front yard, right? She lived in the suburbs, and he just Went in and whipped it out and started peeing. We're like, oh my God.
Right by our driveway, and the driveway's probably 30 feet from the street.
Yes, I've had boys do that, and
Yeah, we had to sit him down and tell him he couldn't do it over there because she had neighbors.
Which
yeah,
one?
these were older boys. They
Codes.
just up the bathroom's full and going off the front porch. And I'm like, dear God,
And our
we're
youngest
not
one's
total
15.
rednecks here.
The youngest one's 15, and he won't even walk around the house without a shirt on. Hey, Lisa.
Oh, I'm not allowed to say that word, am I? Well, I was
What?
talking about us, rednecks. You can't type it in the chat.
I don't think it's hate speech.
Guess we got Scotty all sung out last night. I haven't seen him in chat. Camo Carl, how you doing?
Hey, Carl. I went and looked and see if there's any other things you was open. Weird not seeing you. Then I figure you're watching all that crazy what's going on. I just can't put myself to it to get my blood pressure up. All that stuff going on, and
Ukraine.
yeah.
Well, look at the truckers. There's a few sites with live truckers. Where did I write these things down today that I can't find anymore?
I'm good about what they're doing until they get past Kentucky, Tennessee area, and then I'm like, oh shit.
Why?
Because then that means they're going to be heading into Washington or around close to D.C. and Virginia, and it's kind of like,
Well, they're not going inside DC, from what I'm hearing.
Yeah, that's what I heard too.
I'll put that. What's it called? Yep. I'll put that in chat. If anybody wants to look it up.
What, baby?
That's Tavia.
She can. I don't know who set that site up, but
Yeah, we were watching them go through Oklahoma today.
And Texas.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Texas.
they were all watching. I had it live, remember?
Oh, that's right. I slept since then.
I guess CBC's making light of Travis tonight, or they're on there one.
there you go, Camo. All right, y'all, start singing or something.
Kumbaya.
Look at Lord Chuck. Yeah. Well, there you are. Hey, Camo.
Hey, how y'all doing?
Great. How are you?
Oh, I always seem to survive. Just come up off of Prepping 101s. You know, Lisa, I've got that link, but it won't play for me. I don't have the Fox News app, and I don't want it. See if you can find me a direct link to a video to it, please, if you can, Lisa. So how you all doing now? We got Shane, but he's awful quiet. Did you mute him? Fine. You get tired of his crap and mute him up?
Yeah, she did, and I snuck away through so she couldn't mute me. So yeah, I'm still here, bud.
Shane
I'm
is
listening to you,
really
Gemma.
emotional today.
Glad to see
Oh,
you.
that's
Well,
sorry, Shane.
I've got a special guest here today,
Brenda.
and I've got a special guest here today. So it's been I've been trying to spend time there too, and
Turn it on. It ain't gonna come on. Try turning the other thing on.
it's been very interesting and welcoming and
Right. TV. That ain't gonna come on. Hey.
So, but yes, Camo, I see you're here, and I'm glad you're here. Thank you.
What, this one?
Well, you're being awful cryptic now. You say special. Are we talking short bus window liquor special or girl special? Or?
Well, I haven't seen him lick any windows yet, but he has been kind of dragging his ass across the floor. I didn't know if he was his ass
Oh,
was
you got a new
itching.
dog. Cool.
Yeah, no.
A new dog.
So yeah, something like that. But no, I had somebody beat on the door today that it made me melt like
They didn't
butter.
have a badge, did they?
A what?
A
They
badge.
didn't have a badge beating on your door, did they?
No, if they had a badge, I'd have told them get the hell off my property or
Hold up
shot 'em
one
in the
finger if you're safe,
leg.
brother. Hold up
Do
one
what?
finger if you're safe. Two if you need help.
No, it's a good surprise, Camo.
No, this
Right.
this
I'm not used
surprise
to
I
those.
had is somebody from northeastern United States drove halfway across America to see me and didn't even tell me, and it is no wait northwestern. Excuse me. He come from the northwestern side of the United States and come seeing me. Didn't tell me. He told a couple of people, but not me.
Santa
And beat
Claus.
on my door.
You're
And
close.
it has humbled me real bad. Not real bad. Let me rephrase it. It's humbled me.
Humbling is never bad.
What's that?
Humbling is never bad for you.
No.
No.
Hey, Camo, Carl.
Yes, sir.
Did you hear that?
I heard it.
Do you recognize the voice?
Sounded young.
It is. He's young. He's a punk ass kid. That is Mike, Liberty Warrior.
Oh,
He drove out
you
here.
were making snow angels.
Yes, he quit falling down the snow and decided to drive out here and see me. And that is it's humbling because who does that? Who drives halfway across America?
Somebody with a good vehicle.
Someone with a good vehicle. Yeah.
Somebody with a big heart.
That's kind of what I thought. Somebody with a great big heart.
Definitely.
And people wonder why I've been a friggin' tear bag today. That's it.
Yeah, I don't cry, Shane. I just leak a little.
Yeah, I told her I call it my eyeballs sweating.
Yeah.
So y'all seen the mobile crematorium they're dragging around the Ukraine?
No, actually, we have.
I got on here a few days ago and started searching, and I'm not paying attention to the main narrative, but I've seen a whole lot going on over there. Anybody who thinks that it ain't really going on is wrong. I've seen a lot of blood stains, a lot of bodies, and a lot of young people put up to the front of the line and used like pawns.
Damn, you see that thing of bees they threw out?
Yeah, they got the Mardi Gras shit going up here through Shreveport. It's pouring ass rain, and people are standing out there getting wet for beads and plastic cups.
I don't have nothing to party for yet.
I used to take kids to do Mardi Gras stuff for them. Weather like that, no, they ain't getting out there in that.
Kid, Ridge Runner, yes. Mike drove from, he drove down here. He neglected to tell me, so I've got an unwelcomed guest that is probably the best thing that's ever happened to me. Unless Bonnie would show up. Then it would be, they'd be comparable.
That's not unwelcome, honey.
Yeah, I think you used the wrong word.
Unplanned.
Okay, maybe it was unknown guest. I had some dude beat on my door and my nephew was here. And I said, Ben, I'm not in the mood right now, and I'm going through some issues. I'm not in the mood for a big conversation with somebody. And he answers the door and he looks at this dude and he freezes. And I'm like, Ben, who is it? Which one? And then he turns and opens the door and lets him in. And it's friggin' Mike, Liberty Warrior Nation, at my door. No, in my house. Let me rephrase it. In my house. He has never been to my house. We've met one time in person at Mount Rushmore. And this dude walks in and it's like,
He gave you a memory that'll last forever.
Yeah, we was like, happy birthday, Shane. No. That goes to show all the friggin' theories that was out there about me and Mike were so wrong. They're not even fathomable.
Bonnie, you there? Where'd Bonnie go?
I'm here.
Can I speak freely?
Yes.
All right, Shane, I'll tell you what, I'm aware of everything that went down. I heard the accusations. I've seen some of the accusations, evidence they presented. I know that it wasn't the only channel that was accused of that. The only thing that troubled me is that Mike didn't come right out and say something. I wish Mike would come out and address this publicly for everyone to hear his side of the story. I don't know if he
Well,
has really.
well, Kemp, let me say this. You know why he didn't? You
I
know
would
why
love
he
to know.
didn't?
It shows
Who
guilt.
knows?
Most people that defend themselves look guilty.
No.
Bingo. And he called me and he asked me, and me and him talked. And I said, Mike, and this is flat out the conversation, 100%. Yes, I drink beer, but I
Ain't
remember
nobody
my shit
perfect.
100%.
Ain't
And
nobody perfect.
I told him, I said, Mike, no, leave it alone. We're going to leave this whole thing alone. We're going to stay away from it. We even had verification from a couple other people that's in our circle, and we just left it alone because me and Mike knew what was going on, but no one else did. And it's one of those deals. Most of it now has worked itself out. And so why would we go out there and make ourselves, like Chuck says, look guilty when we did nothing wrong? We was just doing our thing, and some shit happened, and we calmed her down, and there was a lot of accusations, but
I want to use an example here, Shane. Let's
yes,
say
sir.
we'll talk about all the abuse that we're hearing about on children. All right. The thing that gets me about that is that nobody's coming out and denying it that's being accused of it, which makes me twice as suspicious. All right. I see it the other way around. Somebody accuses me of something, I'm going to get right up there. I'm going to say my piece and show what I can show and then be done with it because I
Well,
want
and
my side of the
we
story out there. You let, and I've been a victim of this. I left an area for 20 years. Come to find out for that 20 years, all these people who didn't like me were talking crap about me. I come back and I've got twice as many people thinking bad things about me because I was never there to say my side of the story. So I see it. I see it in the other side myself.
Oh yeah, I see both sides. Trust me, and that's what I've always told Mike is we've got to look at it from both sides. And is it a bigger harm for us to say something about it and try to defend ourselves, or is
All
it
right, I'm
better
not
just
even
to leave
talking
it
about
alone?
his channel. All right, but there's another channel, not Mike's, that I've
I
disassociated
know,
myself. All right,
I
I've
know who you're talking
disassociated
about.
myself from it because I refuse to endorse that type of behavior. Now, you know that I was 100% behind all these channels in the beginning. I would tell my friends, I would share the links, I would recommend the streams to everybody. And when I'm not sure about something, I have to pull back from that because I do not want to, I'm just not willing to endorse that type of behavior. Now, I'm not saying that it's true because I don't know. And I just want to hear your side of it. That's all I want to hear. If I hear your side of it, I'm going to feel a whole lot better about it.
All right, Carl. This is Mike.
Good to hear you, Mike. I mean, I'm kind of missing you, brother.
Well, I'm going to talk on this. I'm going to talk for just a short minute because I really wanted to come out and say my side of the story. But the problem is imagine how much material that would give certain channels out there to continue to badger me, badger Shane, and drag this thing out for longer than what it was. That's one reason why I didn't come on. And they starved to death for 2 weeks because they had nothing to talk about. The other thing, Carl, is I gave them 2 weeks to provide proof, 100% fact on any of the allegations they brought against me. And in 2 weeks, they delivered nothing. Zero. It was all allegations that were never proven.
Well, I see the check that one person received from you, and all I
Yes.
wanted to hear is that you intended to do what was right. I mean, I've been in a pickle before, especially financial pickles. I understand all that. I just wanted
Okay,
to hear
so here
you
you go,
say that
Carl.
you're.
Why don't you ask that same person that received that check why it took him 2 months to ship out a piece of merchandise that was bought from him? But see, they
See
don't
now,
tell you that part. They don't
that's
tell
the
you that part.
information we need. All right.
They don't
That's
tell
the
you that part, do they?
Well, that's what I'm talking about. That's the kind of information I need to hear. All right. I've kept out of it. I've seen it
Yeah.
all. I'll admit. I know all about it.
It's just amazing how all the allegations that were made against me were the exact same, the exact things that they were honestly doing.
That sounds like
may
Trump.
well be true. And that's the type of thing that we, the people who followed you, need to know.
Well, we got to remember, it was allegations against me and Mike that was attacking us at one point, but yet me and Mike are still. Sorry, guys. Anyway, me and Mike are still as close today as we have ever been, and it's just it's one of those deals that if the allegations against me were correct, and I felt that, enough people has heard me long enough to know that I'm not a genius by no means, but am I dumb?
You're far from dumb, Shane, and the fact that you're
Okay.
standing by him is one of the reasons why I wanted to know. I mean,
And so that's the
to be
question I
honest,
asked.
I haven't ever associated you with being, involved in it to where you're in a control. You're more of a guest there. All right. I've never really you've come on Bonnie's and everybody else's chat since. And I'm glad to see you. I've even was glad to see Mike come into the chat. All I'm saying is I need something. I need some belief back. That's all. And it's
that's
easy to get that.
and that's it. It's not that me and Mike. Here's the deal: when I'm not feeling well, I may be feeling really bad for an hour or two, and then I may be feeling really good. And Mike's not on. I can't help him. Trust me, Mike sends me a link. He begs me to come on. I can't. And then 2 hours later, I can get on Bonnie's. Why is that? Well, it's not because I'm disappointed with Mike or dislike Mike. It's just because I didn't feel well at the time. I mean, if people knew how many times the friggin' ambulances picked me up and had to come into my house with a gurney and get me out of bed and drag me out the door.
Brother, I prayed hard for you. I don't know if you remember, but you were on Gigi's the night before that happened. All right.
Yes, I was.
We were goofing around and making all kinds of noises. I joke around. It was a cat fight. We were doing our cat impersonations, and you were up late that night, man. And there was no sign of issues. There was no sign of issues from you that evening. And when I heard about what happened the next day, I felt pretty darn bad. I mean, I'm glad to see you up and about, brother.
I'm going to tell you, and we've changed my medications and stuff, so hopefully this works out.
Hey,
I got to go in Monday, and then they asked me to go see a cardiologist to make sure it ain't my heart, but they can't find nothing wrong with my heart. Every time they do a scan, they've done lung checks. Being a smoker of 35 years, they can't tell I've been smoking for 35 years. They've done head scans. They've done, I mean, everything they can friggin' do to me.
Did they stick their finger up your rear?
I don't think it was their finger.
Okay.
TMI.
They
TMI.
didn't stick nothing in my ass.
If
They're
you
not
feel-
aliens.
If you feel two hands on your shoulders, it's not a finger.
Right. No, well, it was two people, and one had a hand on my shoulder on each side. So I don't know what was going on.
Whisper in your ear, it's all good.
Hey, the girl was
Good to
pretty,
see you, Hawk.
so as long as she was whispering, that's all good. I don't mind. Anyway. And she talked sexy, so I was okay with it.
Sorry about that, y'all. I was just trying to cut the tension a little bit.
But no, it's one of those deals that if people know, if they've ever listened to me for the whole time I've been on the interweb, they know I'm not stupid. They know I'm not ignorant. And if anybody thinks that Mike could get something over on me, sadly mistaken. And that, I'm sorry. I'm not saying
I
Mike is
didn't
not
want
a
to believe
smart
none
man.
of that. I didn't
But-
want to believe none of that.
Yeah, no, there's just nothing that somebody can get
Now,
over on me.
This is what I'm gonna say, and then I'm gonna be done with it. You have to look at the whole picture, and you have to look at the fruits from all channels. You have to look at what Shane and I have given and what we do, what we say, how we act. I know I've made some mistakes. I've jumped on some other channels, and I've lashed out when people lie about me, and that didn't really pan out for me so well because now they use it against me. So I took a higher road this time, and for the ones who were accusing me with all the accusations, look at the way that they said it. Look at the anger that came out from it. Look at everything that they did, and you tell me if you believe everything that they said about me, because honestly, if I haven't proven myself time and time again in the last year, then I guess I'll never prove myself to the people that doubt me, and I'm okay with that. So I move on. I've got work to do, and I'm not going to get sucked into a bunch of, be honest with you, I cuss and I say the F word, and I'm not going to get sucked into any of that fucking drama, period. So
Amen.
I'm just not, you know. And the
I like hearing
conversation,
that. I like hearing that.
the conversation that they tried to play over was a conversation about two business partners that were really trying to figure out a way how we were going to protect a certain person in our circle. And I was not in the back of the church doing it. I actually put up the link and played somebody else's church on my channel to help them out and to give everybody what they were looking for. And yes, I knew the mic was on. Problem was I didn't realize the mic was that good. So it was picking up conversation, and you guys don't understand, the conversation you were listening to was me walking back and forth in my house from my bedroom to the fireplace. So you guys are only getting a few seconds here and there. It was not the whole conversation. And I can tell you that the things that they
video,
put out,
yeah,
the
that
things
did
that
not
they put
impress
out
me at all.
wasn't even close. Huh?
That whole thing didn't impress me at all. That was not even real evidence to me.
Thank you, because I was involved because it was me and Mike talking. And I know what was said.
You could barely hear what was said
You
anyway.
like a fish. It was you get what you wish.
You get what you wish, and they
there was
spun it
never
to gut you like
a
fish. I mean,
Now, I'll tell you
know I
this
was
much
there.
too. Before that happened, I already was aware of some channels that were coming into our community and befriending us, and then using sound bites and such as hit pieces against us. There's a few of them. I don't know how much aware of that you are, but there's quite a few of them. I've even heard my name mentioned in those hit pieces. So
Really,
I'm aware of that.
Camo, I thought everybody loved you.
People will
Camo.
throw shit till something sticks.
Yes. And can I say something about that? The,
Yes, Bonnie.
there was a
you
conversation that I heard somewhere else, and uh, it disturbed me because why would you drop my link in Korea to bring subs? Just didn't sound right. Um, in this community that I've been saying this from the beginning, we are all fighting for the same thing here.
Right.
And it is worldwide. Y'all can see it. You look at any news channel, they're in the streets. We are trying to get freedom. That is the whole purpose of this. For some reason, y'all can call it what you want to, but it's not a coincidence that we have all been brought together at this time through the internet. This is our connection to each other. Any community that you are in, there's going to be good and there's going to be bad. And
Divide and conquer.
exactly.
Bingo.
I
Bingo.
am seeing where the bad ones are getting a little careless and exposing themselves. And this is the whole reason for my new icon, because I'm not going to have it here. It's anyone who is trying to hurt the people that I care about. Hawk. I have followed Hawk since, y'all probably never even heard the name, Cash Kelly on Facebook. And I have seen, well, I saw Hawk be totally attacked, and I kind of distanced myself from that group that attacked him, because Hawk is loyal. He's working his butt off to help people, and that is his goal. And so I made my choice. It was Hawk. He's straight up. And so that's what I'm saying. You never know. And I mean, I was loyally following those people until I saw their true colors. And it takes a while. But
It all comes out in the wash. It really
yes,
does.
I have
still
tried
follow
to be.
Liberty. Oh, sorry, Bonnie. Go ahead.
Thank you.
I thought you were done.
Mike's still
No, I
sneaking
thought
in
you
there
were
and he
not.
knows I lurk.
I'm not done. I have tried to be honest and open on my channel. I have made it clear that everyone is welcome here if they are not here to cause trouble.
Bonnie can tell you I went on the defense for some people and now I'm catching shit over it.
Yes.
And I don't care. My back's thick. They want to come knock on my door, I'll beat the shit out of them.
But you asked Shane what happens at 6:30 on my phone. I have an alarm set on my phone for 6:30 every evening, so that I know I've got 15 minutes to be ready for Liberty Warrior. Because that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to be at Liberty Warriors. Sometimes I may not go into chat because, my goodness, trying to say hello to 500 people is kind of hard. But I'm sitting there watching, and I'm watching for the bad comments or the bots or whatever comes in, and then poof. So everybody knows I'm there. But
Don't get me wrong. If I believe in something, I'll defend it. Hawk's a good example of that. I know somebody from down under that started attacking Hawk, and I went right up in there and said my piece because I believe in Hawk. If I believe in Mike, I'm going to do the same thing because that's who I am.
Well, I would prefer if nobody tries to defend me personally, because it can really bring a lot of heat, and I can take it, and I'm not worried about what anybody says about me. If you don't know by my actions of who I am, then like I said, it's just
You would think, guys, by us being on for almost a year together, if you don't know who we are, there's pretty good chance that you're not paying attention or you don't trust in what we do. Now, sometimes we put out information that, yeah, there's could have been a little different research, but that's all we had at the time. Are we always right? No. Always are we give opinions on everything we put out, not we're not telling it. We're just putting out opinions about it. There's sometimes we have guests. That doesn't mean that we agree with the guests. We're just having guests so we can have it a differential of people. Something different because not everybody wants to hear politics every day. And trust me, I'm very big at that. I don't always want to talk about politics, but yes, we're good at it. Are we precise? Probably not. But that doesn't mean I don't want to. I want to talk about other things too. There's other things in life. And when I started my little show, and Mike allowed me to use his little channel to do it, it was because I didn't want to have to start my own and blah 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 and pay for it, and I just wanted to talk about something. It was, the late show with Shane, and I just wanted to relax and have a good time without being. We got to quit beating each other up, and Bonnie, I think we had this conversation last night. We just got to love each other and quit going through the bullshit.
Balance is critical. I don't want to talk about it, but I want to investigate politics on a daily basis, but I don't do it all day long. I do it half of the day. If every time I get onto a panel or in a chat with like-minded people on that same mission, I'm picking up pieces I missed. I'm trying to share the pieces they might have missed. It's kind of important to me to stay up on it. I know I can't get it from the MSN. I can, however, get takes on it from many, many people here.
You can get a lot of opinions. Yes, absolutely.
And I agree. I mean, there's times where Gigi or Bonnie is doing these panels for fun, and I'm all for it. I'm right there with it. But there's also I need to know what's going on. All right, I'm into this for so long now, and I'm not talking the last 5 years. I'm talking about 30 years. I've been into this like you, Shane. So it's all happening right now. Things are going on, and I want to see it. I want my take on it, not what the winner is going to tell me happened, not what the media is going to tell me what's happening. I want to figure it out on my own.
Absolutely.
Shane, there's something I gotta tell Shane. Hawk said that I look better in front of this background than you do.
You weren't supposed to.
Hawk, I would give you one of those. That's just because he looks better in front of a waterfall instead of all the distractions he's got behind him. He needs to simplify his background.
Well, he looks good in purple. I will say that.
Mike looks good in Mike's in gray, but yes, it probably looks purple on the screen.
It does. Okay, but whatever. I want to say one thing. Mike, I've been watching you for a while, and I love you. And when all this shit came out, and yeah, I listened to all the shit. You know what? I don't listen to those shits no more. Because I listen to you. Because you make sense. You have a common sense kind of feel with you. And I love that. And I will continue watching you. I don't watch Thursday nights, but I do watch the rest of your night. And I really liked your other night with Jeff. I have to admit that. I really enjoyed that because I like Jeff. But I love you, Mike. And I love Shane. And I will do anything and everything to support you.
Well, I
But
appreciate
man,
that.
I can't do much.
I appreciate that, Dorinda. I really do. And I just listen. I know there's some people that put me on this pedestal. I don't put myself on it, but they put me on this pedestal where I'm trying to perceive myself as this perfect Christian man, and I don't make any mistakes, and that's the furthest thing from the truth. I am trying to walk a righteous path. I am trying to be better today than I was yesterday. I am trying to quit cussing. I think it takes away from my message. I really do. When I'm up there cussing all the time, I really believe it takes away from my message. And so yeah, I am trying to yeah, I'm trying to do that, but that's for me. That's for me.
But sometimes cussing is good.
Sometimes it's necessary.
It's excessive where there's
wow.
When things are going crazy, there's times for a word, because trust me, if you read the Bible, there was times that Jesus even said bad words.
Yes.
It wasn't out of vain. It was out of, he was trying to express himself to the point that people paid attention. And sometimes that's what it takes.
Yeah.
And that's what we do now. But sometimes channels do it to an extreme to where it's just normal talk, and that is not going to express a message.
Well, let me finish my thought.
I won't swear in front of children, and you just don't know who's watching.
Let me finish my thought real quick. I want all of you to know that I don't perceive myself as a perfect person. I'm human like everyone else. I get mad. I lose my temper. I cuss. I have a beer. I had a beer with Shane tonight. I'm not perfect, and I make a lot of mistakes, but I'm willing to admit when I do. And I'm just a guy like everyone else, trying to do the best I can with what I have, and I just try to put out information that helps people, and I try to help as many people along the way as I possibly can. And if that's not good enough for some people, I don't worry about it, because there's so many of you guys who are supportive, who do enjoy Shane and I and what we do, and that's what gets me up every morning and keeps me going. And this is my job. This is part of me, and this is how I pay my bills, how I feed my kid, and I appreciate everything that everybody does to support us. So I'm not a perfect person. I want everybody to know that, because there's a lot of people out there saying that about me, and I've never said that. I've never said I'm perfect. I've never said I never make mistakes. So,
Mike, I watched you long enough. Mike, I watched you long enough to know that you've already said that a lot in the past, and I know you've never claimed to be perfect.
And
well, thank you, Carl. Appreciate that.
None of us are perfect. And
now, Bonnie, you said I was the other day. I'm just
saying there's a couple of things we need to discuss, honey.
Oh yeah, that was private talk. I'm sorry.
Hey,
that
Shane,
shouldn't have come out.
Shane, you want to know what's funny?
What's that?
Well, if you look at the screen, they could say I'm your clone. I'm Shane Phelps. I'm your clone.
Hell yeah. See, I told y'all I had a clone.
I do believe in clones now.
Purple hoodies and green tights, huh?
Yes, he's going to wear the green tights. It'll be tomorrow. I will have to make sure that I'm gonna have to send my nephew back to Liberal
to get green tights for me.
Yeah, so you can wear them since you're my clone. Because I'm not gonna wear them.
That's why I was saying earlier.
Bonnie
these people
allowed,
trying
I
to fit-
cannot wear them on screen.
I'm pretty sure that Liz
camera.
Grizz wants you to wear them. So.
I know, but Bonnie allowed that I should not.
No.
So I guess I better resub to your channel there, Mike, because you know, when I hear about somebody being called a grifter, I'm out. All right. Now I'm hearing your side of the story, and I feel
I'll
better.
talk to y'all later.
So I'm gonna have to go change some things. But I needed to hear it from you, Mike. I needed to hear it from you, brother. That's all. And I'm glad that you did come on here and speak up.
Well, thank you, Carl. I you know, they've been calling me a grifter from day one, so I'm just used to it.
Hey, you know, I see little kids twerking on Netflix, I'm out of there. I see them selling China crap in a store, I'm out of there. If I see them spreading garbage on the MSN, I'm out of there. That's just how I work, man. But I just needed to hear it. That's all.
Camo, let me ask you this. Have you always followed me?
Shane, you have never said nothing that's ever made me think bad of you in any way, shape, or form.
And so if I said I trusted Mike with everything I have,
that counted. That counted. All right.
Okay.
I haven't heard you outright say it, and that's why I asked Bonnie if I could bring this up.
Yes, and that's why I'm asking you the question, and I'm just asking a question. I you know, I may not like the answer because you always got to be careful of the questions you ask because you may not like the answer. And always be careful of the toes you step on today because they may be attached to the ass you have to kiss tomorrow. And I've always said this, but my question is Camo, me and you, we go back and forth on Gigi's and Bonnie's, and you're like, you say, man, you think the same. Well, we do. And
we have said literally the same thing at the same time in chats. I don't know how many times.
I mean, so many times I can't even think. And it's one of those deals. If I decide that Mike's, and I've just not said a lot, but if I always said that Mike was the good person, people would ask me why. And they go, and I've had people question me. There's been people that is part of my really direct love bunch that question why I say that. And so finally, you know, we got to talk a little bit. But I can't tell them everything that's going on because they have to see some of the shit for themselves. But once they see it, they come back to me and go, Shane, you're right. And my core bunch, and trust me, I've only got a few core other than Mike. And I have always trusted Mike. And if I thought I was being done wrong, I would have never been here. There's a lot of people want me to go do my own thing, but why? Mike has never done me wrong. Why would I go somewhere? So, you know, that's something people got to think about too. Why do I not leave? It's because, I'm so dumb I can't figure it out. Apparently people hasn't listened to me. Is that not fair?
That's good enough for me. I'll tell you what, talk about Trump man for a minute. I didn't even like the guy. All right. He turned what I knew as Paradise Island into Atlantis in the Bahamas. He done modified something that was already perfect. I was kind of mad at him. You know, I never watched his shows. What was it? The Apprentice, I never did that. But when he came on the scene in 2015, I just had this feeling there was something different about him. And here, from the years that followed, all they did was attack him. Every time they made an accusation about him, I'd go and dig a little bit and find out they were full of baloney. All right. The more that they attacked him with lies, spinning truths, and working against him, the more I believed in him. All right. And I'll say that because I've experienced something similar in life. All right. When somebody good steps up to the podium, they usually get attacked by everybody that's bad. And there's usually a whole lot of that going on. So, I just, like I said, I just needed to hear the other side. And I'm glad I did. All right. Because
No,
that
I'm
one
glad.
thing
I'm glad you brought it all up, Carl, because it brought out a lot of things that need to be said, but we just weren't going to discuss it on our channel because it wasn't worth the criticism we was going to get out of it.
It would have been
And
plastered within 5
Yes.
minutes all
Oh,
over
yeah.
the place.
Oh,
Oh
everywhere.
yeah, and I'm sure if somebody catches this, Bonnie, you're going to go friggin' viral
Viral. She'll go viral.
because
The Liberty
Well-
Warrior leaks.
yeah, he leaks and he
For
does
all
these
we know,
things
it's
and
still
that's
Mike.
not correct and it's just not right and yeah, we're all going to hell after tonight's show.
Well, I'm not
Well,
worried. I am
Yeah, I'm
not.
not worried either. Especially
Well, let me
it could
clear one other thing up. I want to clear something else up that's going around our family, and it's unfortunate because I probably should have addressed this a while back. I know there's some people that are upset because on libertywarriornation.com we used to have a page that had links to all the other channels that we love and support, right? It's been taken down. And the reason why it had to get taken down, and I'm not going to blast anybody, I'm not going to throw anybody under the bus, but it was brought to my attention that a certain individual that we had linked to had some, I'm just going to say, had some things going on in the courts, okay? And everybody's innocent until proven guilty. So I don't hold any animosity toward this person. I don't hold any ill will toward this person. But as a business, I called Shane, and as a business and my business partner, we made the decision that instead of singling out the one person, we just decided, since we couldn't do background checks on everybody, just to take that link down to protect ourselves from any further association with anything that could be linked back to us. And that's really the only reason why we took that page down, was just to be fair to everybody. I didn't want to be unfair to just one person because in my opinion, they're innocent until proven guilty. But when we're dealing with candidates running for Congress and for the Senate and stuff, if their team started doing any kind of background on that type of thing, and then accused us of being linked to it, then that would hurt the show not being able to have that type of material on it. So I made a business decision. I just said, instead of singling anyone out, I'll just take everybody down, and that's why we took that page down. It wasn't against. It's not that I don't support people like Jeff Riddle or Diamond Lil or Craig DeHunter or any of my favorite friends, and I still love them all. I just felt like it was a good business decision, and that's why we took it down. And I know there were some things said about it that wasn't true, but they didn't even know why I took it down. They just started making accusations yet again of why I did that, and it was just to protect the channel.
I have
Well,
one
that's the
question,
thing about
Mike.
that.
Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah.
No, you first, Dorinda.
Have you put Shane's email address back up on your page? For a while
I
it
don't
was
know.
gone.
Yeah, I don't know the answer to that. I'd have to go in there and check, to be
It's
honest,
not.
Dorinda. It's
Okay.
not, and we didn't take Shane's email address down because of that. I have no idea why it's not up there. It should have been up there, but I'll get it put back up there.
Okay,
Wait,
no, I was just
I
wondering
could
because I
be
had to go
wrong.
through Bonnie to get his email address for something. But
Gotcha.
I was
When
No, I could
somebody
be
is
wrong.
out to attack you, they will use everything they can find. They will spin things against you. I mean, that is a fact. They will. I don't
That was nothing
understand their
negative.
motivation really, but people will go way out and beyond their comfort zone to attack people. I will agree with that. They will use whatever they can come up with.
I was not trying to
They're
attack
just
you, Mike.
no. I look at it as the people that are attacking and leashing out. That's a cry for help. They really. I pray for them. I prayed for them on the show many a times. Um,
You know,
I
I'm
know a
the
lot of
same
them.
way, Mike. You got like Frog. I'm sure you know who Frog is.
Yeah, I
All
know who
right.
Frog is.
He'd come into
We all
chats
do.
and I tried to befriend him. All right. And I've said prayers for that person because I think they're trouble. All right. And now there's an active uh, movement to remove him from a lot of channels. He's been wiped out on a lot of channels. In fact, people are out to get him and they know all of his different handles and stuff. But I don't have any hate for that person. You know, they've said very hateful things. It doesn't make me hate them. I don't have any hate for anybody here.
No.
It's not in me. You know, quite the other way around. And I have been known to pray for my enemy. And you know, even if I'm going to beat them down to the ground, I'm not going to try to kill them. I'm not going to try to maim them. I don't want to. You know, they'd have to literally pull a knife on me before I stick it in them. I'm not that kind of person. And I kind of understand where you're coming from just because of that. The more that you agitate whatever's going on, the more that becomes of it. And I'll add this little bit to it. I've seen other people here on this platform that do hit pieces on people, and I watch their numbers go down to nothing. All right. It's not doing them any good, and people are eventually going to see through it.
I don't hate anybody. You know, even some of the people
Here on
that
my
cast
channel.
out allegations, I wish them the best and I hope they're successful, you know, but that's just not the route that I'm going to go. I'm not in the business of attacking and tearing people down and doing any of that stuff. I just don't
What's your
think that it
goal?
benefits anybody. You know,
What was your
I'm here
goal
to
to come on here? When you got on
tonight.
YouTube, what was your main goal when you started YouTube? I'll tell you mine first. All right. The whole reason I'm here was to try to help people. All right. That's the only thing. I could see a lot of lost people. I used to just watch. Then I started, you know, participating in the chat and trying to help people feel positive. The reason, you know, like Shane jokingly says that nobody dislikes me. I never put out anything negative, and I never. It's always positive. If I don't have something good to say, I won't say nothing at all.
And that's what I have been saying. Every person that I see in chats, I see everywhere, it's like shining lights. Every person is, if somebody needs prayer, people are praying. If somebody needs lifted up, they are being lifted up. If somebody is feeling miserable and down, they are talked to and trying to get them to laugh, trying to get them to do something positive. There was a boy, I think, that was feeling suicidal. That boy was kept up there on Hawk's panel till everyone that was just praying over him and talking to him, and we've all been there. We have all been to that point. And so that's what we need to do, is to be supporting each other. Doesn't have to be with money.
I was at
But
Mike's all them times because I had the strong impression that Mike's whole goal was to figure out what the hell was going on. All right. Looking for truth. That's what I got from you, Mike. That's why I was there. That's what I hope. That's what your purpose really is.
My when I first got on almost a year ago next month, one, I was just trying to follow what God had told me to do. He said, start this YouTube channel and go on and just try to put out information. And so that was my first priority, was information. Try to dig up as much information as I could, put it out there. Then I started noticing as I was doing that, so many people across the country that they seemed to be lost. So I wanted to try to unite people. So that was the second priority, was uniting people. The third was, from the first night that I started taking callers and people started calling in, I saw a need that people were hurt. There were so many people that were just hurt. They were hurting, and I just wanted to help people. I wanted to extend a hand of love. I mean, I've gotten the vehicle and drove to California. I've been all over the place just trying to help and trying to unite, and that was another big purpose of mine. And I plan on continuing that this summer. I took a break over the winter, but I'm here with Shane now because I know he needed my help. I know Shane needed something, and I was here to give it to him. And so those are my three big things: is information, uniting, and helping people. And that's the honest God truth. That's why we're doing this. This is why Shane and I are doing it.
God, I hope you say that again. I hope you make that heard, because I liked it.
That's awesome.
I mean, I could be out there being an electrician, making a whole lot of money, and not having to have people do hit pieces on me each and every night, and protecting my family and not being known anywhere. But that's not my calling right now. My calling is here with you guys, so that's what I'm going to do. And
well, you see what you just said.
They come.
I've heard pieces of what you just said for months from you. All right. And to hear you say it again and all together just like that, that made my night, Mike.
Well, thank you, Carl. I love you, brother.
Love you too,
Months
brother.
ago, I heard you say, if y'all don't want this, I can quit right now and go to my job. And you said, if that's what y'all want, that's what I'll do. And everybody in chat said, no, no, no.
Well, I could do that too, guys. If you want me to, I can go away and just go back to what I was doing. And
Shane, are you still here? I didn't even know Shane was still here.
I'm still here, guys. I'm still here. Trust me, I'm sitting right next to Mike. He's just in my waterfall, and I got tired of being wet, so I had to sit over the side, over in the forest, and just kind of holler out when I get a chance.
We love you
I'm
so
just-
much.
Thank
We
you,
love you
Miranda.
too, Mike. Like it's.
No, I love all you guys.
I
we're a
mean, it's one of those
community,
deals that,
we need to stick together.
yeah, that's it. And I could quit doing all this, and I could go back to what I was doing, and I can make a shit ton of money. But you know what money does for me? Not a damn bit of good, because I sit here and it's still the same damn thing.
It's not keeping him warm right now.
Yeah, it's not keeping me warm, and yeah, it's freaking cold. Sorry.
You know what?
But-
This is the story I like about that. This old man, it takes his granddaughter into a store, and the granddaughter sees something on the shelf she just really likes. She's like, Grandpa, I'd love to have that, but my mom says I can't, and he gives her the money and to buy it, and says, money is common. It's everywhere. If that's something you really want, that's worth more than that money that you're given for it, because everybody's got money. Not very many people have that. So if that's what you want, that's better than money.
Absolutely, and it's the love and the commonality, and people don't understand what I just said, but it's the people being with people, and the people enjoying the people they're with. That is commonality, and it is the joy of being with them, and that is worth more than any dollar I have ever made.
Yep.
I learned that a long time ago, but boy, I actually got the physical blunt of it today. it smacked me in the head. What the hell's that say? Shane just
7 little people, so he can pretend to be Snow White.
Well, I'm not Snow White by no means, but I'd like to be. Never mind. I'm not going to say it. That might be pornographic.
No, don't go there, Shane.
If I had 7 people around, 7 little people around me, that'd make me a
Shane.
pervert. I'm not going to be that person. I would
All
rather
I can
have
say is
7
it really
tall
makes
people
me
around
wonder what Snow White was into. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's me too. Because I mean, she was either
Shane.
not into big tall guys or just really liked. She was midget porn. Yeah, maybe it was something to do with midget porn, or just. I can't say.
Oh, you're going to get Hawk back in here now.
I give
Yeah,
up,
now it's
Mike.
gonna get dirty.
You-
Now
Good
it's gonna
luck
get dirty. I
trying
can't
to-
do that. I won't do that on Bonnie's channel.
Oh my goodness. Shane, you need a vacation.
Oh wow.
Or something.
I
It's
do. I
interesting.
need a vacation. I do. And my vacation. You know what a vacation is? There's a
Nope.
there's
Ain't had one of them since about 81.
The conservative cowboy has a good comment.
Let me pull it up. I can see it.
Not cold.
That is awful odd there, isn't it, conservative cowboy? Telling.
What did conservatives say?
It's on the screen, babe.
Yep.
Well, another thing that I heard was that it was turned over to him to get the treaty back with with Mexico for the stay in Mexico. Is that confirmed by anybody?
I can't confirm that, but I would like to say this because I keep saying it, and I've said it on a bunch of panels and a whole lot of chats. The enemy of my enemy is my friend, and this administration is my enemy.
The
Yes.
only
And
thing
that is what has been so hard for me is we're supposed to love all humanity, but it's really, really hard when they're trying to destroy everybody, not just here, everywhere. And all we can do, you pray for your enemies. And I know that sounds crazy, but
A lot
it's
of
going to go
things
one way or the
these days
other.
sound crazy. So, you know.
The
I
only
have a
thing I can
entirely
think of
different
about them
take.
asking. Sorry, go ahead, Camel.
No, Dorinda, ladies first.
No, I was interrupting you. Go ahead.
All I can. Well, this might take a minute, so you might want to spit it out first.
No, go ahead.
All right. Now, I've been plugged into what's going on over there real well. I'm not paying attention to what the mainstream media is saying, or I'm seeing it and I'm understanding it. And if you're going to believe in this same media that's deceived us so much, give it some thought, because those bases or whatever they're supposedly labs that are being taken out in the Ukraine are funded by the U.S. reportedly. Okay, I can't verify this stuff, but what I do see is, you know, Putin saying that he's going after Nazis. That ties into a lot of what some of us has researched in the past. I hate to admit it, it's sad but true, but I trust Putin more than I trust Biden. All right. Number one. Number two, all right, is
Thank you.
that
Thank you. I would say the same.
if we're going to see this demonization of all this stuff from certain outlets that have done the same thing to the people we know better already about, I think you ought to look into what this is really about. If you look at all the ties to that country that's in this turmoil right now, if you look at the fact that, hey, if Russia wanted to, they could just make a big glass crater out of that whole spot, and they haven't. I'm seeing evidence of what looks like the Ukrainians firing upon their own infrastructure. Right? I don't know why, but 2 schools have been hit. I've heard early on that children were being removed. I've heard some jinky stuff that goes right along with what we've all been, dipping into a little bit here and there all along. So until I see some more actual truth come out, I'm not convinced what's going on over there is not necessary. It may very well be necessary. If you were to look into all the ties with Ukraine, you might start to think that way too. People who are going to jump on here and say, Putin's the devil and he's going to do, prove it. Just prove it first.
What was the ship that was blocking the canal? Grand
Walmart
something.
It was a
Evergreen.
Ring
Walmart
Grand.
ship.
It's not
Do what?
evergreen, it's evergreen.
Yes.
I'm sorry.
And where was it coming from?
Came from the Ukraine, from what I understand.
Yes. And what were they saying they were getting off of it?
Hey, Bonnie, I got a question. We got people blowing us up on the internet because Mike showed a picture of me and him. I don't know. I don't know if we was spooning or what, but anyway, they seen it on the no. It was just me and him sitting there
Well,
together.
thanks for the warning on that one. I don't need to see that.
Well, I had to throw a fun one in there. But anyway,
I
we
told
got
you I don't share.
you. I know because Bonnie's always cussing me about. Well, I got to get off here. Mike's calling, and she's like, "Oh, well, your other girlfriend's calling, so I guess I'll talk to you later." And it's
Yeah. Hey.
oh yeah, I remember that too. Trust me, I may drink, but I don't forget.
Mike,
But
we'll have a discussion in a minute.
What's worse? What's worse, spooning or sporking?
do what?
What's
what?
worse, spooning or sporking?
Well, I want to tell you something.
Oh, Lord.
I spooned with my old lady one time, and she stuck the spoon. She threw it so hard it stuck in the face of the TV, and we had to replace the TV. And my brother says, "Well, it's okay. We used that TV for a long time after that, but we sold it to him, and then he couldn't even get home with it before he dropped it and made a mess of it."
That
It was
sounds like a good
big
woman having a
console.
foxhole with you.
Well,
That's
I am, Mike. I just had to go here first. Mike is prodding me a little bit, so sorry. But anyway, it's one of those deals that we
used to have to throw a bucket of water on critters when they did that.
yes.
Right?
And my brother asked me, he goes, "So what happened?" I said, "Well, she threw a spoon at me." And I said, "I guess she didn't like us spooning." And he says, "So what do you do now?" I said, "Well, good thing we weren't forking." And so being the gentleman I am, I went and bought another big ass friggin' TV to make her happy. But back to the original question was,
Shoot, I done
Not
forgot
that
that.
was not for you.
Yeah, me too. Mike, what was it? Oh, I got a question, Bonnie. Can we put in the chat? We've got people blowing Mike's phone up since Mike is this close and he's not in northern Idaho.
Heidi ho, what?
Yeah, something like that.
Night, David.
Since Mike is not in a hidey hole, we've got people even like Jay and Tina. Jay, you remember he's the deep voice from Texas that
Yes. Texas
speaks a
Jay.
lot of like that. Yes, Texas Jay.
He's
They call that mush
he's
mouth.
saying since huh?
They call that mush mouth. Mush mouth talking. You ever hear that ZZ Top song?
Oh yeah. But anyway, there's a lot of people thinking since Mike's is close, and me and Mike's been talking about a big
Meet up in
get together.
Dallas.
A big meet up in Dallas. She is so I know, Bonnie, it's only 5 hours for you. Bonnie, I need to send a charter plane to come get you? If that's what I need to
don't
do,
fly.
I'll do it.
I do not fly, honey. You know that.
Okay, well, I can, like I said, I can send my nephew Ben down to get you in my
Okay,
truck.
where are you talking? Jay's in Texas. Chuck's in Texas.
Yeah, Jay and Tina are talking about, hey, if it's possible, they would come up here to see us because me and Mike are together.
In Oklahoma.
And Rogue, Bruce, Wonky Rogue, we've got a lot of people from Central America that want to come see us, and we could all come to Beaver, and I would help people get here.
Shane,
Yes, honey.
are you talking like days soon?
Yeah, soon.
But are you up to that?
It doesn't matter.
Really and truly? Yes, it does matter. Damn it.
No, hell.
Now you're going to make me
I got a
cuss.
nephew who can help me walk around. I got Mike's here. I got help now.
Bonnie.
The other side of that coin is really how long the Shane got. So maybe we ought to expedite that idea.
It would make
That's
Shane
what
feel
that's
so
what
much
Mike
better
said.
if you could visit him.
That's kind of
Okay.
what Mike's saying.
Well, none of us know how long we got, and I get that. I totally get that.
And that's what Mike's saying is, all these people, we're so close since Mike's here. We always make all these plans to go somewhere to where we can have a big central thing instead of having a South Dakota Mount Rushmore deal. Why don't we have a Beaver America deal?
I'm leaving
I'm going
that
to
up
start calling her that, Boss Bonnie. That's what I'm going to start calling you.
there.
Oh, Bonnie, she's a shit. If she would show up here, yeah, I'd probably let her just. Joseph
Well.
is.
I'm going to leave that one alone.
Yeah, Joseph's comment is comical as shit. That is good, Joseph.
Just go, Bonnie. Just go, Bonnie. Go, Bonnie. Go, Bonnie.
No, I would be all for that. To get put it in the chat if people want to make arrangements within the week to get up here to Beaver America. Okay, excuse me. Oklahoma, the Panhandle. The armpit of Oklahoma is where we live. Because if you look on the map, we're in Oklahoma, but we're right in the armpit of that thing. if y'all want to come up here this week and just come see us, get up here and come see me and see Mike. We're here together, and we'll make sure something happens that we can.
Okay, wait. What
Have a
is today?
barbecue. Yeah.
Today's
Today is
Saturday?
yeah, it's Saturday.
It's Saturday for another 40 minutes.
Yeah, for another 40 minutes, he says.
So like a week
Son.
from today?
No. Mike's got to
No.
be home by Sunday. So we have basically 3.5, 4 days before he has to head home, because Mike is going to drive back to
Yes.
Ida or Sundaho, and Shane, you got room for 777 people. Cindy, if you will bring 777 people, I guarantee I will have homes. And if not, I will rent houses that you can stay in with all you
No, they got to bring their tents.
No, it's too friggin' cold for tents. Now, granted, next week is going to be warmer, but
Yes.
I'm not going to
Well,
make people bring tents.
it's
But
the end of the
700,
week.
I can guarantee one thing. If somebody would guarantee me 777 people, yeah, the motels would be over full, but I would have 14 people sleeping in my bed with me just to get them here. I don't care.
14.
It's not every day that we get Liberty Warrior Nation and Captain, be careful, finger next to you. Mike's going, yeah, be careful of the person that sleeps next to him. No, it's one of those deals. No, if that many
Okay.
people, if that many
There's
people want
not
to,
there's not that many people that watch this channel. So just y'all in chat.
well, and Shane is
Whoever's in, put a
one or
1.
two press option. Victor, I
Yeah.
don't understand your question, but
Whoever's
and
in to going to Oklahoma this week, put a 1 in chat.
yes, please.
Sorry,
That's
what
how
was the
it goes.
question, Bonnie?
Whoever's in to going to Oklahoma this week, put a 1 in chat.
Bonnie,
Shane.
that's not what I thought the
See
question
that
would be.
coming up?
What?
I can't go to Oklahoma because I'm not vaxxed and I can't go across the border.
I know, hon.
If I want Bonnie to go to Oklahoma, can I put a 1, a 6,
Liz,
a 10, a 15? I don't care what the number is. Give me a damn number.
Liz says, will there be a wedding? Not between me and Mike. Now, if someone else shows up, maybe. Then she can change her names from F to a PH.
I can't get there.
Okay,
Gamo,
can,
I'm
We
just
can dip
putting
Bernie's.
it out. I'm just asking a
can we
question
put like a
because
2 in chat for Bonnie to go to Shane's? Is that an
Surrender.
option?
That was not
we
the
probably
question.
we
Okay,
probably need to do
I
a
know that's not your option, Bonnie,
GoFundMe to
but
get
that's
Bonnie up here
our
with
option.
me.
Wow, read conservative cowboy on that one.
See, they're all wishing they could. Okay, of course, Rogue.
All right. Who knows how to do a GoFundMe page? Let's just do a GoFundMe page to get.
No, GoFundMe takes all the money.
Okay, let's. What's that? The other one is go. Well,
I
I
don't
ain't
know
gonna
what
say
it's
that out
called.
loud because.
Give, send,
But there's
go.
another
No.
one that they use.
Give, send, go.
Everybody's starting to use.
Why don't you cut out all the middlemen and do it like we used to do it before PayPal came on the scene and just wrap your cash in foil and mail it right to the person?
Yeah,
Let me
I'm not against that. Hang on, I got to answer this call, guys.
Y'all are adorable.
We want Bonnie to go see Shane.
On UPS.
You know, when you
The
use
ones who,
PayPal,
oh, one to send Bonnie. Okay, I'm gonna go to that. Hang on.
if you use PayPal, for anybody out there who is not aware of this, use trusted transaction. It used to be called friends and family. If you send somebody money in a trusted transaction, meaning there's no merchandise exchange, there is no fee. All of that goes directly to the recipient.
On a GoFundMe?
No, on PayPal.
Oh, yes.
Well, I got one better because
somebody
PayPal likes
money.
to cancel
You
people.
can
Trust
you
me,
can
they canceled
PayPal
Mike.
money.
I'm going to tell you one right now that is cashed right now into an account that
Cash
no one can touch, and that's Cash
Email.
App. That's the only thing I use. I do not use PayPal. I don't use Venmo because it doesn't have to sit and wait. No,
Well,
you
that's
send it,
right. That's
it's
correct.
there right friggin' now.
But Shane, see now somebody like this, I've never had
I love Crystal.
let me finish. Let me finish real quick. I've never had a credit card in my life. I have turned them down since the 70s. I refuse to have one. I don't have one. The reason I have PayPal at all is because I had PayPal when it first started and none of that was necessary. I started
Right.
eBay long before PayPal ever began, and PayPal started because of eBay. So I got my account in early before you needed to have all that. But somebody like me can't use those other apps. Instead, I would have to send it direct in the mail.
No, and I understand that 100%. Uh, Cash App. The only reason I decided to use it because I could download it in like 1 minute, and it was available to use in 1.5 minutes.
So did you have to have a credit card or a bank
No,
account or
no,
anything like that to?
no, no.
Okay, I'll check that out.
Yeah, just look at Cash App. Somehow, I'm sure they're going to try to make their money, but I don't know how they're doing it yet. But no, I've
You
turned a
remember when
lot of
we were young, you put money in the bank and they'd give you a little percentage and you'd make a little money on the money you had. Nowadays, if you got money in the bank, you don't have enough money in the bank, they're going to charge you a fee. It's totally
Oh
different than
yeah,
what it
no,
was.
I don't. Here's the thing: I don't put any money in the bank other than when I need to pay my bills. Period. I mean, the rest of it's cash. I keep to myself. I do not put nothing. My freaking hiccups are back. Anyway, I don't put nothing in the bank. I don't leave nothing in the bank. If the stock market goes to shit, my bank's closed and I'm out of money. So I do not do it. I'm sorry.
That
I
money
do not
stays
do
in
it.
my pocket. And I don't keep any money in PayPal. Whenever I get paid in PayPal, I get that money right back out as fast as I can.
Absolutely no. Anything that's in any kind of digital currency, get it in cash, and then I turn mine into silver. And no, I'm not going to promote Miles Franklin, but I will because that's what I do.
Well, I said that
I
in
want
Mike's chat. I don't know
more
how many times.
assets.
I don't know how many times I put this in Mike's chat, but in a world where you can't trust the banks, you can't trust the power, you can't trust the internet, you can't trust a lot of things, why would I trust a virtual monetary system of any type?
That's why I don't do crypto. I
There you go.
got into one Shiba and it was from a very good friend of mine. And the way we was doing it was going to get him in trouble, so I backed out. He gave me my money back. Now, granted, I'm sure, got to keep his stock in it, which is fine. I don't care. But he gave me my money back. And it has not done shit since then. It's actually dropped and dropped and dropped. The guy that I got involved with is still a good friend of mine. He's an awesome person. I will not keep money in a bank. I don't trust a bank. If you're in an FDIC, you're guaranteed $250,000. Bullshit. If they're broke, they're broke. They have no money. You might as well wipe your ass. It's just like using the stock market. You can wipe your ass with that paper because that's all it's good with. There is no money.
Right, Joseph.
No money.
Yeah, I've had a hard time trusting a lot of things all my life. So these days it's really hard for me to trust anything, you know?
Absolutely. And that's why I don't trust anything but me. Someone gives me a check, I go to their bank and cash it. It doesn't go through my account, so I am not reliable for it.
I was I had a contract in Grand Traverse County years ago, and the company was paying me with checks from a bank. So I took it to that bank, and I go in the bank to cash the check the first time, and they're going to charge me a fee to cash their own check. And I'm like, no, I want to speak to your manager right now. And they pulled the manager out, and it took me about 5 minutes to make them understand that, no, this isn't right. This is your check. There should be no fee on this check. I eventually won, and they quit trying to charge me every time I brought that in checks in. You gotta confront them sometimes.
Oh yeah, you just got to make sure and let them know that you're not going to take their bullshit. And that's all it is. Yeah, everybody wants to get their 10, 15%. It's like, F you, pretty much.
I'll try something nicer first, but it might get to that.
Yeah, and that's the bottom line is you just got to call them on their bullshit, and then they quit.
Utility company started charging me a lot more than normal, and I contacted them, and they took the liberty to put me on a program where they spread it out over the year. So now I'm paying, an even $300 a month for something that during that season should be costing me $150 a month. I'm like, take me off of that right now. Well, are you sure, sir? Because this could help you. No, get me off of this. You got to understand, I am budgeting my income to deal with this. All right. I know that in the winter months it's going to cost more, but I expect it to cost less in the summer. Don't take no liberties with me.
Oh, I was on one of those. The electric company has that, and
they had to send me a $600 check.
Yeah, I was on some of that crap, and
which would be fine if you asked for it. Just don't put people on it without asking.
Absolutely, and it's one of those deals. I looked into it, and it wasn't. It was actually going to cost me about. It doesn't sound like much, but it was $80 more a year to be on it than it was just to pay the damn bill. Now, there's months it's hard. Now, but anyway, back then it was.
Our discussion, we missed what Conservative Cowboy put in here a little while ago. Did y'all see that one?
What was it?
I got to go way back now. Hold on. It says breaking news. Dan Scavino just tweeted. This may cause some major TDS syndrome to kick in, but in my personal opinion, Trump did an incredible job delivering the 2022 State of the Union tonight.
Awesome.
You know, I didn't see that one.
Shane, can I ask you a question?
Yes.
How many motels are in Beaver?
1, 2, 3. 3.
Okay.
Hotel pool party.
Oh, hell yeah. One of them can hold
It's
about
too cold.
30. One of them can hold 30, 40, 50, maybe 60 people. One can hold probably, well, if they're couples, they can hold about 60. And then the other one is it can hold probably 70, 75. And that's it.
Town is called Beaver,
Shane,
huh? You
where are you
know,
going to put the 650 other people that are coming to visit you?
Well, I haven't had anything confirmed that many was coming here, but I can guarantee this: I can find places for everybody.
when I do my rounds, after all this is over, I've got my own kid. All I need is a piece of ground to put it on.
I've got shit. I've got a block here. I got a block. Yeah. Yeah, you could. Shit, I could park 15 semis. Is that right? Maybe 20? 15 or 20 semis just on the south side of me. So, yeah, I got plenty of area.
I really
I
would like
bought
to
the
do
land
that.
for a reason.
All you good people I've met on here, I could travel the United States in one gigantic circle and have somewhere to stay everywhere I went.
Yes, you could.
Oh, you could come over here and stay forever, and I could,
Well, you don't have to
yeah.
farm.
Uh,
He got an offer with a
well,
farm.
we do have 1,000 acres here, 10 miles east of here, but
Right.
my family does. Yes, Lisa, I'm trying to keep my blood pressure down.
Devil Dog, I have
I'm
no
talking
idea
about,
what you're talking about getting your utilities for free. I don't get any, I don't want nothing for free. I didn't get no stimulus checks. I've never got assistance. I've never wanted all that. I want to say that for the people who really need it. But I'm curious what you're talking about.
I have never got a stimulus check, that's for sure.
I put the link for Devil Dog.
If I don't make money, I don't eat. That's all there is to that.
Oh, that's me. That's me. That's why when I'm making, you know, lots and lots of money a week, I buy food. But I'm going to tell you, if the money stops, my food will eventually run out.
Oh,
But
I'll
it's going
eat.
to be a while.
There's other sources of substance you can get. I mean, if it was that bad, I'm going to eat one way or
Oh, I'm going to
another.
eat. Oh, I've got critters who live in on the south side of me in that lot that I could park a lot of trailers on. I've got critters living. Yeah, I'll eat them.
Spent a lot of years studying edible and medicinal plants myself. I've been into that. I can pretty much say my whole life because my mom done tricked me into learning it when I was a kid, but I started really studying it in the 80s.
Oh, absolutely. No, that's it. Damn, I can't get rid of these freaking hiccups.
And hunting deer has never been about trophies to me. I could care less if they got horns. They all taste good to me.
Oh, that's it. Yeah, I could give two shits less if they have. Just give me some groceries on the table. That's what I care about.
I'm stepping down, guys. Have a good night. I'll watch your rest tomorrow.
All
Love
right,
you
Dorinda.
all.
Peace
Love
out,
you.
Dorinda.
Thank you.
Have you tried holding your breath?
Yeah. Shit, I've tried to hold everything. Hell, I even grabbed myself twice and still ain't it.
If you can just hold your breath.
Okay, I'll try that. Hey, D-Dog. Okay, I'm going to let the breath go for a second. Now, do I hold it till I pass out or I just hold it until the hiccups go away?
I know. You remember that show? I think it was Creep Show, where the girl buried the guy that abused her up to his neck in the beach as the tide was coming in, and she just said, "If you can just hold your breath long enough, comes back as a pickled corpse. If you can just hold your breath."
I didn't watch that one. I'm
Nope.
claustrophobic, so I got to watch what some movies I watch will make me almost hyperventilate because there was a movie that there was somebody buried alive.
I was supposed to say buried alive is the worst one.
Yeah, buried alive. I think that was a movie, wasn't it, buddy?
I don't know if that's the name of it, but that would be my worst nightmare.
Yeah, and
No spelunking for you.
yeah, no. And sometimes watching movies where people are underwater for long periods of time.
Yep.
And they're
Or
almost
scuba diving. No scuba diving for you.
Yeah. I will get out. My blood pressure will raise because of it.
Yep. And that is a fact. Even seeing movies like that can affect your blood pressure. It's
absolutely.
Stress.
Yes.
Well, they say watching a fish tank. They say watching fish tanks is good for you.
Yes.
As long as you're not the one in it.
I like scuba diving. I like spelunking. None of that stuff ever bothered me. I can do heights. But the only thing I ain't gonna do, and it's for dang good reason, is get back in an airplane.
Yeah, I'm not
I
getting
don't
in
mind
an
airplanes. I just don't want to parachute out of one because if it's still flying good, why in the hell would I want to jump out of a perfectly good airplane?
Well, the airplane that changed my mind wasn't flying good. It come right out of the Bermuda Triangle, all right, and it was shaken to pieces. And we made an emergency landing at the Kennedy Space Center in Florida and switched planes. I got a good reason for not wanting to fly no more.
Well, I can imagine coming out of the Bermuda Triangle. No wonder you're still here. Shit,
On a perfectly sunny
probably
day.
still only 20 years old because you've been missing for 40.
It was a perfectly beautiful day, Shane, right? And I was at the window seat and I watched the wings on that plane flapping like a bird. The consoles and the ceiling above us busted into pieces. The luggage fell out. The oxygen mask and the puke bags all fell out. I watched 80 people convince themselves they were goners. All right. This plane was shaking so much that it destroyed it. And
that's scary.
It was something to see. That was 1981, and I'm not getting back in no planes. I've been in a lot of planes before that. I didn't land or take off, but I flew small planes as a kid. I've been in a lot, not anymore.
I flew down to Houston in a plane, and I can't remember what the name of the plane company was, but I flew out of Oklahoma City, and it was like a banana because it was like trying to bend itself in half, and I could hear the panels up top squeaking, and it scared me to death. And I'm thinking, I'm in a aluminum can flying at 500 miles an hour, 30,000 feet in the air. It, that is a scary thought.
The pilot
That's
came over the microphone to calm us and made us all feel worse. You could hear the fear in his voice.
yeah. It's okay, folks. We're having some turbulence. Yeah. No, this ain't turbulence. There's shit flying off the plane. That ain't turbulence.
That's right. Yeah, so anyways, I'll be driving anywhere I go. Boats are cool too. I can handle boats.
You know, I God give me the ability to learn how to swim. He did not give me the ability to how to fly.
Nope.
So yes, if I had my preferability, preferability, it would be to drive or take a boat. I I could probably tread water for a little bit, hope like hell someone would find me, or but yeah, to a plane to but open in the middle of the sky, go to pieces. There's a pretty good chance someone not never told me how to fly. Flap my wings and pretend to be a butterfly. I'm pretty sure that was not in my raising.
I'd be more likely to get into a small plane than I would another one of them big ones.
Yeah. I don't mind some of the charters because they're more regulated than the federal flights.
Oh, trust me,
They
I'd be
try to get
looking the
rid of them.
fuselage over. I'd be inspecting that plane on my own before I went anywhere.
Oh, oh yeah. But the small ones, the smaller they get, the louder they get.
There's a lot
Depending
less
on whether it's
rivets
a
too.
high wing or a low wing. High wing is the ones that's got the wings on the top, low wing ones on the bottom, for the people that don't know.
Yep, I know. I've had to stand on the wings to get in and been able to walk right up like a Jeep door in them. Been on the Cessnas and the Piper Cubs and all of those. I still think I would trust one of them more than a big giant tin can, like you said, with 50,000 rivets in it. The fuselage isn't very tough on those, you know.
I don't care what plane it is; it's still made out of friggin'. You're in a beer can, the flying, whether it's 180 mile an hour or 400 mile an hour, still a beer can. Just hope like hell you don't hit something.
I love conservative cowboy. He comes into the chats, drops these bombs, and he doesn't even, I don't even think he stays. He drops them and goes. He doesn't hear what we say about him. He
Yes.
doesn't see what we type about him. I don't even think he
Conservative
cares.
always has done that.
I don't even think he cares. He just drops it and leaves, which I got a lot
Oh,
of
he
respect
hangs
for that.
around.
Pretty
He's a
interesting.
lurker. But anyway, yeah, I'm fixing to have to get off here, guys.
Me too.
You
We've been
too.
going
White
for
weights. Lightweights.
Almost
Yeah.
4 hours, and I think Chuck went live.
I'll check him out. I got a lot on my mind. I ain't getting no sleep no time soon.
I think he got his feelings hurt. So if you can tell him I'm
Well,
sorry for whatever.
What the hell are
no,
feelings? If you keep talking about feelings, I don't know what that is.
I don't know. Mm,
It's all right. Thanks for having me up here. I'm glad I came up here, and I'm glad I got to talk to Mike because
thank you,
I
Camo.
feel better. I do.
I don't. I wish you wouldn't have showed up today.
That's not very
I love
convincing.
him. I like my middle finger, but I don't. I wish you wouldn't have, because I can't give him the life he needs while he's here.
Wait, what are you
But
talking about?
Mike being here, I mean, he's the best thing that happened to me. But yet, I can't give him the life he needs while he's here. And
You can't
he
be
said
your
he'd
at
be
your normal host, is what you're saying.
well. He said he'd be here as long as I need him, and I can I can support anybody for weeks on end. But it's one of those deals. I just can't make him comfortable, and I want to make sure he's happy too.
Well, now I got to tell you a little thing I like to spread around. This lady, all right, she had a family and they had this friend that kept coming for dinner. And they invited him the first time, and they kept, he'd show up every night after that. He'd keep coming for dinners every night. So one night, before he leaves the table, she sets the dishes down on the floor and lets the dog clean the dishes and then puts the dishes right in the cupboard. And that was the last time they had that visitor coming every night for that dinners.
Yeah, yeah, that's
I'm just funny.
That's it.
oh, it is fun.
We'll see y'all soon.
All right.
Good night, to
Love
you,
y'all.
Carl. Thank you.
Whether you like it or
Thank you,
Love
not.
you.
Camo. Thank you,
Peace out.
Camo.
Love everybody in chat. Y'all have a good evening. Thank you for
Thank you,
coming in.
chat.